Yo, you know what I can't? You know what I absolutely can't stand? Before we really kick it off, yo.
Yeah.
Because I just used it.
Uh-huh.
You know those drinks that they have the top where you can pour a shot in it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so like who thought of that idea? First and foremost. That's
that 1800 tequila like top.
Just there's a lot of different brands. It's not just tequilas, but yeah, a lot of tequilas have that thing where you can pour a shot in the top. Them shits don't work. And then you just really end up just spilling tequila everywhere. Yeah. Trying to do it. Because you can never fill it up and then pop it off. Either way, which way you think about it, you're going to spill tequila everywhere.
No, that's facts.
Or you going to get like a little quarter or half shot because you're trying to pull it out all nice and soft, trying not to spill tequila everywhere.
No, that's facts, man, because to be real, like, I remember seeing it from 1800 because they were doing like, they had about 3 or 4 commercials out. This is years ago, though. I want to say when 1800 came out, maybe 2008, at least when it got popular, right? Like 2008, something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
They came out with the little bottle top and everything like that. And you're right. From that point on, it never worked. Ever. Like, there's never a time that was ever a useful thing to have. If you buy a bottle, man, you probably got something to drink the bottle out of, or you drink it straight out the bottle and doing a shot out. You know, young college savage life, you probably drinking out the bottle and have like some type of chaser on the side. You know what I'm saying? Or you probably have glasses or something. So you're right about that. I've always hated that thing.
Yeah, bro. It is one of the more useless things.
Oh yeah.
In our daily lexicon right now. Just thought I'd share that real quick. But other than that, how's things? It's been a couple weeks. We took a little vacation.
Yeah,
mid-season break to recharge.
You know, we had to take a little mid-season break, get up with our writers and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, make sure we give you this comedy gold.
Yep. No, but honestly, it was good just to get a little break, let the earth spin a little bit, and then come back to it refreshed. So it was definitely a good time, and it's cool because we had people actually request, say, "Hey man, where y'all at?" So you know, if you're missed,
make somebody feel a little bit wanted.
Yeah. When you're missed, it's like, okay, that means people actually kind of give a damn a little bit. Let's give them what they want now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're back, and it's been honestly pretty cool, man. Just been working on a few projects, worked on a few certifications, you know, and went to my brother's wedding too. All between all of that.
Yeah. How's your brother?
He was doing pretty good. Wedding came out nice. It was out there in like I want to say New Smyrna, which is kind of like Daytona-ish, I guess.
Okay.
And real beach wedding. You know,
I was about to say, was it a real beachy vibes?
Kind of without the sand, which was even better. It was more of a pier type of like at a convention center pier kind of thing, but it was cool. I actually really enjoyed it. Lots of family there, lots of friends there, you know, and you know, just like all weddings, no real drama like you would typically see in your weddings or hear about. So yeah, it kind of went through seamless. Food was good, people were great, and you know, more importantly, both sides are happy, and I'm happy for them. You know, I got a new family, new sister, and well, they've been family before this, but you know how it goes. But it was cool just to kind of watch it from without working one or have to do any like real responsibilities. So that was kind of cool too. I'm gonna be real.
What's going to wedding? How do you feel about going to weddings?
Going to weddings. All right. I've been to 2 or 3, like where I didn't have to actually do anything, and it's fun when you don't have to play a role. Actually, if you don't have to play a role, realistically, if you can kind of sneak in towards the back end of the ceremony without you taking away from anything and go straight to the reception and have a good time, that's really where it's at. If you really want to be honest, like if I could cut straight to reception times, that's what I would do. it's good to see the walk down the aisle and all that, but you absolutely can't do anything. You can't be on your phone. You have to just watch that moment. Can't talk, nothing. Everything has to pretty much be blacked out. So in that moment, yeah, it's cool. You get to watch the people. You're there for those people 100% out of 100% of the time. But like I said, you really get to meet the family, you get to say your thank yous, and just have a really good time at the reception. So, and it's not on some wedding crasher-ish stuff. It's just, that's just the best time if everything goes smooth.
Okay.
If everything goes smooth. But if I'm not the main star, oh, it's great because you don't have to dress up. You don't have to, no real responsibilities besides showing up, eating, and smiling and taking some pictures.
True. I'm kind of on edge. I'm kind of on edge at every wedding I go to until, you know, the preacher was like, yo, does anybody got anything to say? Like, listen.
Oh, that was a funny moment there too. Listen, anybody got something to say? You know, like, man, spent too much money on it. Keep it moving.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm real anxious until there's like, well, does anybody have any reason until these people can't get anything, shouldn't get married? You know that part?
Yeah.
After that, then I can like, all right.
No, I feel that. But
all right, I'm cool.
Here's the thing. If you,
I'm for real. I'm like that at every wedding I go to.
No, I understand that
whether
too.
I know or don't know the person, especially if I know the people getting married.
Yeah. No,
sometimes you just wait. Sometimes you just. It's like a NASCAR race. You just like, damn, somebody's gonna crash.
I ain't gonna lie, like when they said that at that my brother's wedding, it looked like anybody that would have said anything on any side would have just got packed out just for wasting people's time. And you're gonna wait to say something here. You know what I'm saying? You've been around all this time. You didn't say nothing, but you're gonna say something here when you got the biggest stage and
world star moments.
Yeah. Not even that too. Not even that. Let's just get it even deeper. If you didn't put $1 into this wedding, you better not say a word. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't put $1 in, I shouldn't see you raise your hand up, do nothing. Now, if you're that father that might have put in 50, 80%, you know, the father.
I'm not even talking about those people, bro. I'm talking about bitches and niggas, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about
the sideline. Yeah. Sideline players.
I'm not talking about parents and this, that, and the third. Unless a nigga sleeping with somebody's mother or something like that, that's different. I'm talking about.
Yeah, that would be different. Yeah. But yeah, like you're talking about the side people. Like, yeah, that's really not.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're not the main character in the story. What are you speaking for? That's what I mean.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Somebody's side guy or side girl.
Mm-hmm. Nah, and you know what? You're right. Like them people is kind of weird when I've seen that or people say that and I've seen a few like, you know, social media videos. I'll say off of Instagram and those like world star moments or whatever like that. I've seen that where somebody speaks up at that last moment, and it's like, really, you really are gonna put this out there now? You gonna wait until everybody gets dressed up, buys all that money. Now you're gonna speak now. Should have spoke a long time ago. You could have spoke a few days before, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, speak before the deposit's in. Do you know how much wedding costs?
Depend on how strong somebody's game is.
Yeah, that's true too.
You don't really. Yeah, they might not really know.
That's true, but I mean, at the end of the day, man, like if I'm packing them fools out if it's my wedding. I'm sorry. Anybody speaks. I'm just like, man, you didn't say nothing before. Packing you out. Like, I'm sorry.
A lot of times you don't know these people, bro.
Oh, that's an extra special pack out.
A lot of times you don't know these people. Girl or guy could be cheating.
Mm-hmm. Like, you know,
a lot of times, you know, the wedding is just for the show, bro.
Oh no, for sure.
It's just for the show, so people can take pictures of you. That's at the end of the day.
Yeah, it really is a show because at the end of the day, like, I mean,
it ain't for us guys.
No,
is not for us guys.
No, I can't say that there's ever been guys that I've spoken with that they'll say, yeah, I want to get married or something like that, maybe that, but they don't talk about their actual wedding day. You know what I'm saying? So that's a real thing. You know what I mean? I gotta give it that. That's actually like a real thing. Men do not ever talk about like, yo, this wedding day, you know, I can't wait. I can't wait to rock this suit. No, as a kid, no. Did you ever bring that up? Ever think about that?
That's not really. It's not really something dudes talk about.
Not even talk about. Even think about it.
Think about, nah.
You know, like even as a because we might have some thoughts in the back of our head.
The thought never crossed my mind. I've thought about what I do when I win the lottery more times, ever than I've ever thought about. Hey, I wonder what kind of suit I want to. I wonder what kind of suit I want to rock for my wedding. What kind of car?
Where do you want to get?
Where do I want to get married? Yeah. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah, like at the most, a dude might think.
I've thought about alien invasions and what I'd do.
Nah, for sure. Like at the most, you might have a thought of like, and I'm talking about not even wedding day. Like, and here's the most like. You would even
you try to think of it. There's none, bro.
No. There is because you might think about 2 days that you would. There's certain people that you probably wouldn't want at your funeral would be the same list that you would probably want at your wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's not something you think about until
it's about
a wedding is coming.
No, for sure. I'm just saying the list is just kind of mirrors itself. That's probably like the only thing I mean,
yeah, but that's a stretch, bro.
Yeah,
that's really
the list
a stretch.
Is the same though, but it's
a real stretch. You niggas ain't thinking about no wedding shit.
No. We probably think about our funerals before the wedding.
Yes.
If anything, I'll be real about that.
I've definitely thought about, I don't want this nigga at my funeral.
Yeah, but the list would be the same. If they're not at your funeral, they're probably not at your wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not.
I mean, I'm going to keep it G. I don't even think I'm going to really have a funeral. I'm just get cremated, and, you know, my girl's going to tell everybody, hey, you know, he's dead. Let's have a party.
You're just going to do it after the fact?
Yeah, let's have a party, and, yeah. Well, we're not going to cry and, you know, eulogize and this, that, and the thing. Man, listen.
Would you want them to at least
I'm not there.
I know.
I'm not going to see none of this shit. So I don't.
A barbecue?
I mean, yeah, people could party, but it's like a funeral with like me in a casket and people talk like, nigga, I'm not there.
Yeah, it is a party for you without you actually being invited. Well, you're invited, but you're not there.
Yeah, so it's like, who are you trying to impress? Because it's not me. I'm dead.
Yeah. Like I that part, if it's cremation, to me, especially if it's cremation, you don't really got to do a whole funeral for that or nothing like that. I would say
I've been to funerals with musical numbers, with like multiple people doing music and poem readings and all types of stuff.
I don't know about all that.
Just listen, bro. I've been to where the program for the funeral was like 3-4 pages. Yeah, and it's that's
too much.
Man, listen.
Nah.
And I've also been to I ain't gonna front. I think my cousin in Atlanta had the coolest. It's hard to call a funeral cool, right? Mm-hmm. But like his funeral was like they couldn't have scripted it better in a movie. You get what I'm saying? It's like it was some like really fucked up circumstances how my cousin died, and he was like he was young. Mm-hmm. He was 18, and he was a poppin' 18-year-old in his area, going to school, doing all of that shit, right?
Yeah.
He dies, and we're at the funeral. We're in Georgia, and like the entire senior class walks out of school.
They all scheduled the walkout.
His entire senior class like walks out of school and comes to the funeral. So it's like 500 kids pop up, walk through the doors to pay their respects to my cousin. Like it was like some G shit. Like I can't even front.
That's pretty crazy. Actually, I ain't gonna say no walkout happened, but RIP to my old homie, and he actually passed from cancer. This was in I want to say I was in 10th grade at that point in time. So this is back in the day, but basically, as this was happening, he was in the homeroom class, real cool, whatever like that. Man, I'm talking about one of the coolest dudes. We playing spades every day. Him, it's me, him, Frankie Diamonds, and somebody else that's like. It might be Casey Chops or somebody in there in that mix. Nah, Pete was in that class too, I think. Yeah, I think Pete was in that class. So it was like me, Pete, Frankie Diamonds, Sean, we passed, you know what I'm saying? And then we would end up like playing spades and all that. And next thing you know, he ain't showing up for like 2-3 weeks. Like, yo, blah, blah, blah. And then when he finally comes up, I'm like, yo, bro, where you been at? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? Like, supposed to be running these games, This is the easiest class. Like, I know you like damn near in your junior. It might have been my junior year. Either way, I was like, man, I know like we got like one more year. It's supposed to be a breeze, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just pull up. Oh nah, like you got to go to the hospital, get some treatment, this and that. So fast forward, he ends up breaking it down to me. I'm like, all right, go ahead and do what you got to do to get back. You feel me? Like, yeah, I'm not stopping you. So, like, I'm on your ass just because, I'm talking shit for space, but do what you got to do to get back.
You didn't know he had cancer.
Once he broke it down, I did know. I was just like, that's when I said that. But my aunt, happened to have it right around the same time or whatever like that. Actually, a few years later. But, so just dealing with that, he ends up passing like maybe a week or two after the fact. You know what I'm saying? We go to his funeral, mad people there. You know what I'm saying? It's me, Pete.
Damn, a week or two after he tells you?
Yeah,
that's tough.
It wasn't too much longer after that.
That's tough.
Yeah, that one definitely stung, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, like funerals, like we definitely low-key that's the one guaranteed in life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're going to die.
Yeah, once you got life, you're going to have to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a part of the package.
Yeah. You don't get that one. You don't get
40,
that.
50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years into it, you're going to kick the bucket.
Shoot. It could be.
Could be sooner.
Yeah, they could take it from you. Shoot. Shit. PnB gone at 30, right?
Yeah. He's 30?
I think he just hit 30, maybe.
I didn't even think he was that old.
I don't even think he is that old, but I'm just saying he might have hit 30.
I thought that nigga was young.
He might be 26. I could be wrong. Either way, like, rest in peace to PnB.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, like,
hold on. Let me say something real quick. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, at what point are people going to take their lives more seriously than social media?
No, for sure. That's definitely one.
Right? Like, it's getting to a point now, God bless the dead, but it's getting to a point now where it's like, man, I don't want to sound like those guys that tell girls, because you dress sexy, what do you expect if they get sexually assaulted? Right? But it's like, you're rich, you're famous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he had mad jewelry on, but more than likely, he had a lot of jewelry on.
Yeah, they say he was kind of iced up on that day.
He's bred it up. He's written, sung on, harmonized, did the melodies for a lot of hit records.
No,
he's worked on a lot of hitmaker songs.
For sure, actually. And, I mean, even though he was supposed to be on his comeback, he was doing everything independent, so he definitely had enough money to try to do a comeback, right?
He wouldn't even go do a cover. He would just go out on his own independently.
No, I know. He was working with academics to go through the media run and all that, and just how to, hey, man, who should I connect with? Because he was from what academics was saying, he was saying that, you know, some of the old like features that he used to get with some people, you know, since he wasn't bopping, you know, they're like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Don't know exactly who, but we could probably go down the list and, you know, speculate if we really want to or whatever. But he was basically saying that to Act. So he was just like, all right, he started getting with Act to be like, all right.
You think you're talking about Hitmaker?
Nah, maybe not Hitmaker, because Hitmaker works with OGs that's not actually flaming hot. I just think Hitmaker likes making hits and just be like, nigga, I can make anybody hot. I think that's what it is. It's a challenge for Hitmaker. That's like if I had to guess, I'm pretty sure Hitmaker would call in and be like, yeah, that's right. You know what I'm saying? I just like the challenge. You know what I'm saying? That's what I get from Hitmaker. But when it comes to like PnB, is probably just the artist features that he should be able to still get with, or just off of the numbers that he's done. He should be able to get most people to just do a song with him.
Why did he fall back? What was the reason for him falling back so much? Was he going through a label situation? I
think part of it might have been label situation. I think also he did have a few run-ins, you know what I'm saying, where him and Mean were, you know, they did jump somebody in the mall. I forgot for what, you know what I'm saying? There's a few things where it looked a little bit more dicier than it probably should have, right? But with all these other new kids, his seemed kind of mild, right? So him going, like, to me, like I said, I'm going to even get back to the point. Like, him just coming back on the trail, he had money. I just want to say that he had money stored up from the hits he made, right? And for him having that money and for him to actually be able to go independent, it does cost money to set up all these things. Usually you have the label.
It does cost money to break out of your contract.
And it costs money for that. So he definitely had money, but it wasn't like he was sitting on a mountain, but he had enough to move forward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's tough, man.
But I think a guy like Act would have got him back on the right trail, because he would have had that interview. He would have called Vlad. He would have called, you know, he would have called Adam. He would have called that whole row. Maybe got him with Charlemagne and went down the row of people. And then from there, let's get on some music shit and get up with some people. You feel me? So that's what I believe was going to happen. But anyways, the social media part,
yeah, like
I think I am going to say
South Central LA,
bro.
Icy. Mm-hmm. You're famous.
Wasn't there a gangster movie called South Central?
Probably, I can't remember, but yeah. But I'm just saying, you're in South Central LA. There was definitely a show. Excuse me.
So historically, since like the late '80s, '90s, and beyond,
it's a urban area, right? With all the trappings of an urban area.
Let's keep it even more bean than that. It's a gangster area, and we don't know exactly which gang runs it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not from that side, but they definitely have a few gangs.
Yeah, but you're in South Central LA.
You know what I mean?
And you like rule number one, right? You don't post locations until after you leave.
And even then, wait a little bit too, because if you know where you're going, you know, don't post. Here's the big fault that I felt like PnB did. They say he posted outside of in the back of Roscoe's, right, with the car that he was also in too. So no matter what, even if he would have got out there early enough, he would have now had a target from that point on. You get what I'm saying? So to me, I think you just gotta.
I know they were blasting his girl, but he posted, and then he posted that he was there also, and then he was there for like an hour.
That's a problem. Cause him being there, he posted. From what I heard, he posted right when he got there. So you don't. If you're ordering food to go, you got maybe 15 minutes, but the girl posted that, you know, the food was on the table, so that means they're dining in. So that means, an hour is going to pass. No matter what, if
with no security. This is the wild shit. Like, this is not for regular people. This is not for I guess human consumption, you can say. For people of that ilk, for famous people, artists, actors, athletes,
And I think anybody that's just shining a little bit brighter.
YouTube stars.
I think anybody that's just shining a little bit brighter.
Public figures.
Jewelry.
Yeah, but I'm just saying public figures like, yo, bro, you gotta have security.
No, for sure. Public figures, period, should have security.
Like, bro, they're doing this to regular people.
That's what I'm saying. They're robbing regular people everywhere, all throughout California, especially in LA, the South especially. South Central, come on, that's been historically one of the places that's been the roughest.
It's a high gang area.
Yeah, it's one of the roughest.
There's a lot of gang activity. There's a whole lot of gang activity. And it's like, why even be there, bro?
Yeah, that wasn't the... Apparently, nobody that...
Like, when I was in LA, I didn't go to that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Yeah, I heard that ain't the one.
That's not the one I'm gonna go to.
Nah.
Dog. Like, niggas like... Jesus Christ.
Listen, I'll keep it all the way honest with you. I don't even wear jewelry. You know what I'm saying? I used to, actually. But I don't even wear jewelry.
I wear a couple pieces of jewelry, but I'm not like... I'm not a rapper.
But even then, I'm not wearing it there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain places where you know you can wear it because you're going to be around security. You're going to be around a lot of your people.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? There's just certain little places that...
That's nuts.
That you know what I'm saying?
Look what happened to Benny at Walmart.
Yeah.
Same shit.
And
it was not like he even posted. It's just like he was icy at Walmart at 3 a.m.
Yeah. But I feel like anytime you wait over an hour with jewelry and chains on at a place that you don't have a lot of people around,
it don't take no time, bro.
It don't take no time, but it just seems like that's the
It don't take no time. I'm pretty sure Benny wasn't in Walmart for an hour.
Nah, they say he was out there he was sitting in the parking lot for about 30 minutes to an hour, roughly.
What, Benny?
Yeah. So like I'm just, it's just hitting my mind right now. Same thing with Lil TJ in New York. He was sitting out there, right?
Is it McDonald's? Burger King? Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A. He was out there late and out there for just about an hour. You know, I think
it's long enough for a nigga to make a phone call.
A phone call and plan it out to have somebody try to ride off later in the fact. That's what I think. Just, you know what I'm saying? It takes about an hour for these guys to move. 45 minutes from what it seems like. 45 minutes is really the time.
Once you put yourself in that light, you're not regular anymore, right? Like, the rules of engagement aren't the same.
No, I agree. Honestly, all right, look, there's different levels to how you got to move, right? There is different levels. Like, obviously,
and I'm tired of talking about this shit.
No, for sure. Because now, honestly, it's sad, but I'll be honest with you. I can make a playlist right now of the talented artists that's been killed. A playlist right now of just great songs stretched across that I'll play probably for about an hour or two of artists this year that have been killed.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Straight up. Just think about how crazy that is. How much money have they been able to generate being alive? You know what I'm saying? They got families, their fathers, son, daughters, brothers, whatever, right?
Yeah, I'm tired of talking about that shit, bro.
Nah, but let's say this though. There was things that he messed up on, obviously, by posting earlier. You know what I'm saying? But I just think if anything, we should figure out a way, like, how they can move better, one. And
it ain't no way. They just refuse to do these things.
Yeah.
It's not no secret. Niggas really just refuse to do certain things. They refuse to take precautions.
No, for sure.
That's literally it.
So let me ask you this: in the state of, like, not just LA and not just LA, but California as a place to, you know, have a tourist attraction and things of that nature, what do you think is going to overall happen in the next 5, 10, 20 years or whatever? If you just had a guess, is this going to be a big, like, major factor if it keeps going on? Or
what do you mean?
Like, all right, do you think this is going to affect the tourism or people just trying to move to LA? And, you know, because there's been, you know, LeBron moved over there, Lakers. You got, like, some of the biggest industries moving.
Yeah, but LeBron moves accordingly.
No, I'm not just talking about LeBron, but I'm just saying everybody from there that would be inspired to keep coming, maybe you're now going to be deterred.
I'm going to still go to LA.
Okay, for sure. But you're obviously not going to go with like a gang of jewelry and
hell to the nah.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
And even if I did, I would move accordingly.
That part.
If I had it to where I have a couple million, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry, like, damn right. If I want to wear it, damn right I'm going to have security.
No, for sure. No, I agree. Like, and I'll say this too, like, I think if you're not famous, right? If you're not famous and not wearing jewelry and you don't have a flashy car.
Nigga, I'll say this. I soccer player, like, listen, I follow a bunch of different people online, dog. There's plenty of people in and out of LA, no problems.
That's true too. But there's also people that's just getting pulled up at restaurants now. It seems like that's like a main thing. Like if you're at a restaurant sitting towards like the outside or close by the window where it's like just a step or two in, they at your head, just sitting down. Like if you're wearing anything nice enough. But a soccer player, I mean, most of those guys, they got more than enough money.
Hey, I see niggas listen, bro. They jogging late night. They not in the bad area. Like it's pretty simple, dog.
I mean, yeah, you got to pick. To me, you got to pick your poison because unless you haven't heard about kidnappings or anything like that, it's mostly just robberies on the spot, and that's
it's robberies and home invasions.
It's not really kidnapping. So if you got somebody running at night, chances are all they have is a cell phone and probably no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I going to really need the money if I'm just running far enough to go somewhere and run right back, right? So, you know, these thieves or robbers are like, you know, sophisticated and know that because they're.
I'm just gonna take a stab in the dark and say they just figure, hey, this is a rapper. He's got large sum of money on him right now. If not, exactly. he's got a bunch of jewelry that I could get a large sum of money off of.
That's why, like, that's the problem. That's exactly what the issue is, honestly. Rappers are being targeted. Other people are being targeted too. Don't get it twisted.
But rappers are being extra targeted. Yeah, let's keep it a bean.
Now it's like extra
Let's
food.
keep it a bean.
It seems like it's on the next level now. Like, shit, the whole Quando Rondo thing too. And that wasn't even, I don't think, a robbery. That felt like, that just sounded more like a hit. Right?
Could be. I don't know. I don't really know what happened with Quando Rondo. I just saw him crying.
Yeah, I just seen that part too, but you know,
I didn't really look into it.
The speculation is saying
I didn't really look into it, but I'm pretty sure somebody died.
Yeah, his friend and I think friend or cousin.
That's like tough, man.
Yeah, man. But it's been super dangerous for the whole LA scene. I do think it's gonna have like a slight effect from this cause. You feel me? Just it's gonna be a slight chip because some people might not.
There are other rappers that are in and out of LA, no problem, that don't have these issues.
I got you. I think the trap rappers should probably slow down.
Future is in and out of LA, 24/7.
Young trap rappers, like I feel like the OGs aren't really being.
Young Thug and all of them was in and out of LA.
Those are now OGs, right? By comparison of these new guys, right? Would you?
Dirk is in and out of LA.
Okay. But Dirk now has enough money to move like that all the way.
Baby, all of these niggas, man.
Oh, but PnB also lived there too, which was also a part that was like crazy to me. Like, bro, you live there and
but he don't live in South Central.
Exactly. Like, why go? They say he knew people in that neighborhood and all that.
So if he knew niggas in that neighborhood, why didn't he go with them?
Exactly. He should have had them lined up outside like, hey, I'm at the Roscoe's, hold it down. You know what I'm saying? I got everybody's food here already waiting. If that's the case, but even then, people from LA said, I don't even fuck with that Roscoe's. Like, some people was like, I've lived here for 20, 30 plus years. Never stepped foot in there.
Nigga,
Come on, man.
Nigga, they told me the same shit.
It was like, come on, man.
They told me the same shit when we was looking for a Roscoe's to go to, because you already know this nigga Brian had to go to a Roscoe's.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, I got to go to Yeah, so he was probably pressing that all day.
So it was just like, all right. And then we go to Roscoe's, and just off the top of my head, nobody even had to tell me, right? Mm-hmm. But I was not going to the one in South Central.
Yeah, that wasn't the one. Straight up. That's like looking at in Miami and it says Overtown or some like pork and beans or something. Like you just don't pull up there. You may be invited there, but you just don't pull up there. You know what I'm saying?
You don't pull up there, man.
And even when you're invited, unless you're getting paid, don't pull up there. You know what I'm saying?
There's plenty of Roscoe's chicken and waffles in LA.
Anywhere else.
You could have went to a couple of different ones, bro. Or you could have just had something else. Like, is it worth it?
Yeah, man. Like, it's really not. It's really not. Honestly, because who the hell thinks Roscoe's is going to be their last meal? Let's be real.
There's niggas in LA, like you said, there's niggas in LA that don't go to certain places. In LA.
That's the tour guide that honestly more times than not, unless it's like, okay, these are the tourist areas that even online puts out there, say, hey, these are tourist areas that you should go to.
Matter of fact, the nigga at Checkers, when I was asking them, because the nigga from Germany, he needed to get not Checkers, Churches.
Yeah.
Popeyes. Who had the chicken? What was the chicken sandwich craze?
I want to say.
Was it Popeyes?
I feel like it was Popeyes.
Chicken sandwich?
It was a chicken sandwich. I feel like it was Popeyes.
Okay.
I know
so
Churches,
the German guy. Mm-hmm. So Greedo came too, and that's the first thing he wanted was the Popeyes chicken sandwich. So we went there, and then they were asking about a Roscoe's, and I think the nigga from Churches or Popeyes was like, yeah, don't go to this one.
Yeah, don't pull up there. You know what I'm saying? You get marked out real quick. Just real quick. Like that, and honestly that sucks, but just having a simple person that you could just call and just say, hey, yeah, or just just asking around a little bit too sometimes. Like PnB lived there, so he didn't need to really ask around. He should have really had one of the homies or two of the homies there. Especially like it's not for him. I'm not saying he's like the richest guy in the world, but you got a couple dollars.
You gotta protect yourself, man.
Yeah, if you don't have enough,
you gotta protect your investment.
Yeah, if you don't have enough money, like first and foremost, going to a Roscoe, you didn't need your chains on anyways. Not for there. You have your chain if you're an artist, have your chains on for the actual shows, and that's it. You don't really actually need to have it on anywhere else. Oh, yeah, and the club appearances that you should be getting paid for. Unless you decide to go to the club and you're just feeling good, you should still have a section. You still have your security plus the extra club security. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty simple. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only two places that you really should have your chains on. Other than that, or an interview, that you still bringing your security around just so you look good during the interview. Other than that, there's no cameras rolling. There's none of that. Have your little safety deposit box. Put your chains away. It's simple. Yeah. You know what I mean? Simple. It's all you got to do. You do not have to worry about anything else. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, I think it might have a trickle-down effect in the whole LA scene overall. Just like I said, if you're a trap...
What do you mean?
I think... It might deter some trap rappers a little bit, the smarter ones at least, to just pull up in LA or just say they want to move to LA now. I think the craze is going to go down a little bit.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
The music business pretty much operates out of LA.
A lot of things operate out of LA, but a lot of things also now operate out of Atlanta, and it was made out of like just people moving over there.
Yeah, they have stuff. They have stuff in Atlanta. Yeah, they have stuff in Atlanta, but
look, it's cheaper to operate in Atlanta right now, right? You'll have people from Atlanta moving to LA, right? But you have people from LA moving
I'm not just talking about moving. Moving to LA, that's a whole different bag of worms. I'm just talking about going to LA.
Oh, yeah.
Niggas is going. They not going to stop going to LA.
No, I feel like that's true. I just think the industry is going to eventually shrink down a little bit there. It's not going to. I think if this keeps going at the rate it's going, because it's been pretty popping to say the least. Guns popping to say the least in the past like month or two, right? Like you could pretty much say, oh yeah, this the Sauce Walker thing happened in LA, right?
What happened with Sauce Walker?
Apparently, there was everybody was mad at him not too long ago for an IG post because they said he was clout chasing, saying that he killed a man in LA attempting to rob him of his jewelry, which wasn't actually true. What it was that a man came to attempt to rob him, and then another person, like Sauce Walker and his people, fought him off. Dude jet. He goes jet. He tries to go at somebody down the street, and then boom, the dude actually claps the guy down the street for his jewelry, and the guy's laid out. So when Sauce Walker actually makes a video, it makes it seem like he clapped that guy. People were in an uproar, but that was in LA or in the California area, from what I know.
Okay,
and he was there for a video shoot, and he was out there blogging, had his chains on, things of that nature. So another attempted robbery nearly in the same week, and then you have the whole PnB thing happen. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I just think if you keep having something every week or two or something multiple times like that in a month, where not just an incident, but somebody keeps passing, eventually,
but bro,
eventually that's gonna be like, why? If
he did that shit here at Miami Subs or at Finger Licking, the same shit would happen.
No, 1,000%. It's just the rate. That's all I'm saying, because shit happens out here, but not.
Yeah, but because these niggas keep going out there.
That's true. A lot of people come out here, but I feel like people move.
Niggas come out here and they get their shit stole. Like, that's what happens out here. You could look in the paper how many times niggas get their shit stole by girls. Yeah, they meet a girl and get they rollies stole, this, down, the third day.
It's a different, there's a robber.
Listen, bro. It's a different market.
Robber and thief, but
it's a different market. Nah, a robber is the same thing. It's a different market, bro. They set niggas up here too.
Nah, robbery. Yeah, they're in your face, but
Miami niggas. This is Miami, bro. Miami niggas get robbed.
No, for sure. For 1,000%. I just think the rate right now in LA just seems, or is more high profiled out there. It just seems across the board. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's LA.
Yeah, it's just more high profiled, and you're hearing about it. Because of course, like a lot of those other videos that you see online, it's pretty much Florida, South Florida for sure too. On top of that, like that you'll see like people kicking down doors and doing breaking entries, home invasions and all that. Like you said, yeah, that happens all the time. Shoot, I could definitely tell you experiences. You know what I'm saying, on either side. So with that being even said, though, like the way it's just going, though, like I said, the rate, I think it could slow it down, but I don't think it's gonna stop anything. It's too powerful over there. Too much, like you said, it's too much business over there. But
listen,
I think
LA is too nice of a place for niggas to stop going over there, bro. I'm gonna just keep it a bean. Weather's nice, beautiful women.
I feel that. I'll be real too. Look,
there's a lot of shit to do.
True.
You could ski, you could hike, you could go to the beach in the same fucking day.
That's true.
And you could see a gang of famous people. You could go to where they film everything. You could go on. You could be in the audience on all these TV shows.
That's true. All right, you know what though? I'll say this.
Sports teams are popping, so it's like, what is there not to like about LA, bro?
No.
Other than traffic and the price of everything.
True. It is a. Listen, I ain't never say LA don't have nothing to offer. I just think that might deter some people. I think the general everyday person is gonna be fine overall. You feel me? Like the people that's just, hey, they're going with their family, no jewelry, no nothing. They're not really going shopping. They're just literally showing up to whatever tourist area, snapping some pictures, in and out, going to the Hollywood sign and stuff like that. Ain't nobody really getting robbed out at the Hollywood sign because there's nothing to purchase out there. So you really can't see if they got a bunch of money. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's certain places that you can go and be safe. That is very true. That's why I'm saying, I just feel like in certain industries, I feel like like I said, the trap rappers, I think they might slow down a little bit. But, you know, they're still going to show up because the brave ones is just going to be like, man, F that. I'm rocking my jewelry. I'm just going to move right. Things like that. To me, though,
it's a status symbol going to L.A. and being in L.A., bro. Just like being in New York.
For sure. And, but, like,
it's not going to stop.
Even though I'm in the industry and things like that, I'm still closer to a civilian than star or anything like that, right? But I'll say this. I still know there's not a state, country, or anywhere else that I've ever been to that I haven't at least had somebody close in contact where I could call and be like, hey, or even before you go there, hey, man, it's a good time to go out there. What should I expect? I'm thinking about these areas, you know what I'm saying? And they'll literally let you know. Yes, no, out of the country, out of your state.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
It's so simple. Now, and I'm blessed to know potentially somewhere in like every place in the world potentially. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people, but like good enough to where I can give a call to and be like, hey man, or hey, what's up, girl? How's this area? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just little calls that you just make or reach out through social media or whatever. And just like, that's, to me, I guess if that's a check-in, yes, I'm checking in to make sure it's a good time to go.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Simple precautions, bro.
Yeah, man.
Simple precautions. He could have didn't have to happen.
Nah, not at all. I think that one was potentially, like, obviously in hindsight, if that has a chance to look back, you know, your beliefs is your beliefs, but if he has a chance to reflect on that moment, pretty sure he would not do that again. You know what I'm saying? Pretty sure he wouldn't do that again, man. It's just a sad turn of events though, man. Like, I just think you know.
Yeah, it's pretty tough, man.
Yeah, man.
It's not safe out there.
Yeah, man. Like
I mean, yeah, it's just not safe out there.
And I was gonna say this though, like when we were speaking on it earlier, like I said, like people may know where you are after you take the picture. So like I feel like you should just have a batch of pictures ready right on the flight out. Once you're on the plane, unless it's terroristic activities, you should be okay. You feel me? You should be fine to post your whole weekend in a scheduled drop, even if you wanted to, right on a scheduled drop, like, all right, these are gonna post for the next few hours throughout the day, whatever. And as you're in that plane, all that's dropping, you're good.
Yeah. Or don't post your location, period.
No, yeah, of course you could do that too. But I'm just saying, if you're already flown out and you're gone,
just use common sense.
Yeah, if you're already flown out and gone, to me, I just think that's just the way is just a move. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, it's just the way it's been going though. A lot of these guys seem smart, but I'm not saying PnB was a dumb guy. I just don't think that was a wise move for that time, right? But these guys definitely got to move way, way smarter, man. Like, it's got to get better. Got to move in silence. Social media is to promote your music and whatever brands you're pushing. You do not have to wear your chains everywhere. Like I said, wear it on stage, wear it in the club where you have your security with you, and wear it on your interviews if it's that type of energy. That's it. Other than that, unless you're courtside, you definitely don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you could be in the skybox without it on.
Yeah.
You're in the skybox. People understand. You know what I'm saying? People understand, man. But yeah, man. So what else, man? What you been up to, brother?
I've been chilling, bro. Just chilling. Same shit. Trying to earn $1 from 15 cents. Trying to make $1 from 15 cents like everybody else.
Facts. Oh, you know what? We were talking the other day, and you brought this up, and I can't quite remember exactly what you brought out, but I think I said like one of those catchphrases, and your face lit up. It was "FLEWD out" or some shit like that, about women being flued out.
Oh, that again. Yeah, it's been a topic. Yeah, man. It's another thing, you know, like I think it's well known that if somebody flies somebody else out, it's usually for sex.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're not flying anybody out just to hang out. Like,
yeah.
They could fly themselves out if that's the case.
That's a cold hard fact. I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, but it seems that, like, I guess the trend is for girls to are using it just for trips and to eat and to do this, that, and the third, and to not have sex per se. So the other trend is, I guess, the guys are putting these girls kind of on blast, but not putting these girls on blast, I guess. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think are they? I haven't really seen them post somebody's face per se. But like, they're definitely, well, which is either kind of stupid, because if you're not posting these girls' faces and doing this, that, and the third, then you're just really showing yourself that you got played. Because all of these niggas be like, well, man, I'll just call another bitch in here and da 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 da. But at the same time, now that you mention it, now that I think about it, niggas is hurt.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess now, man, maybe you got to explicitly say these things like, hey, man, if I buy this ticket for you and you come out here, I am fucking you every night.
Deshaun Watson style. Nah, but honestly, I'm not mad at that, because I'll say this, right? With these females, I just don't like, and I'm not trying to sound like an asshole or nothing like that, right? But when's the last time you've heard of a field trip being free? That shit had to be paid for if it was a good field trip.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
So, what makes this any different?
I don't know, man. Like I said, bro, it's people don't have respect. They don't have respect for, I mean, quite frankly, people don't have respect for anything anymore. But in this specific case, it's just like the way things are kind of done. You know what I mean? It's not like let me not even beat around the bush, right? Like, people in our generation, right? We weren't as public as I guess the younger generation is now. There was a little bit of I guess, like, there was more, people were more private, they were more tactful, and there was a little bit more decorum.
A little bit of technology and software kind of messed with that a little bit.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, I use just as much, but I still...
Which, I mean, camera phones and social media, pretty much, in layman's terms.
I guess, right? But...
That's about it. That's the only...
But it's like...
It's the only difference.
So it's like, before, you know, you didn't have to like explicitly say like, hey, if I buy this ticket for you, if I fly you out, if we fly here, we fly there, you know what I mean? I'm expecting to have sex with you. That could you imagine like talking to people like that?
You know what?
Like being that like there's a little bit of tact. We usually use a little bit of tact. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
Nah. I got what you're saying. All right.
I don't know. Now it's like you got to pretty much sign a contract and or an NDA about these things because or you're just gonna go out and say it, and you don't want to sound like a fucking, I don't know, like a hornball or whatever the case may be. It was like, hey girl, I'm gonna fly you out, but we fucking.
Yeah. And
anyways, how's your day?
Exactly. Like, which is crazy is that in today's day and age, because there's a double.
I need to hear you say okay.
No, okay, nah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
You got to get that confirmation first and foremost. Second of all, I'll say this: not even a two-way road. It's a two-lane road going the same direction. You know what I'm saying? But you just can't cross into the other road, right? So there's one road where it used to be in our era, you know what I'm saying? I'll say our era is not too much far off. We definitely could be mixed in.
I mean, we're still millennials.
Yeah, still millennials, you know. And
we're still millennials.
And realistically, like, the game was you can insinuate things and it would be more of a understanding, like, all right, she know what time it is.
You don't have to speak. You don't have to speak what's understood.
You didn't really have to speak on it, right? Now, in today's day and age, since I'm still in the dating world and shit like that,
it's like they try to use that loophole, right? Because you don't speak on it, I can.
You know, I could finagle and finesse and move or whatever. However, whatever words that they trying to use now, right? Now, here's my point in all that, right? Sometimes it's annoying, of course, but like the funniest part is every time I've shot a higher percentage, just being like, I always try to be straight up anyways, but like being blatantly straight up with like zero filter seems to work in some weird off-brand way. It's like everything I taught about the original game is almost not working, even though that original game has been around for years. You get what I'm saying?
It's a very direct, indirect society because there's certain things you can't do directly.
That's a fact.
But then they want directness.
Yeah.
Indirectly.
And at the end of the day, it's like, man, not too many guys are trying to speak two languages at the same time, which is still English. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just trying to say the same shit, but you just want it packaged different. That's really all it is. You know what I'm saying? But now when you hear the real and you're getting the real so direct and blatant, you're responding to that. But when a dude wants to be a gentleman, you're not responding to that. Like,
good guys finish last, right?
Yeah. But like at this point,
the respectful part, they don't want the respect.
But they talk about they want the respect. It's like the complete opposite every single time. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, I want a guy that's respectful and this is that. You're like, bitch, shut the fuck up on that shit.
Exactly.
And for some reason, that shit works.
Then spit in my mouth, right?
Yeah. And the back of that same dude's head is like, I can't believe that shit worked. I'm going to tell you that right now. That
you were completely wrong, Mom. Yeah. You were completely wrong.
Yeah. I'm telling you, every motherfucker's dude's head is saying that to himself. I'm like, I can't believe this shit worked. Whatever. We're going to keep going with it because he's now you're gonna think now all women are stupid as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you have a lot of those women, and then obviously you have your rare ones where they say like, nah, this dude is treating me good, X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? Because they might have got scarred up from, you know, dude calling her a bitch and shit like that too. And that's not even on no simp shit. It's just how the game goes, like, and how it's packaged out right now. Right now it's just blatant bullshit is actually working. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've just shot that off on like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna go ahead and just try a move. You know what I'm saying? Not even like on some scumbag cornball shit. It's like it might be for me.
The scumbag works. Scumbag works.
Scumbag definitely works. I do that shit for social experiments at this point.
Scumbag definitely works in today's dating world.
On some real shit, I do that shit as social experiment and my amusement at times. Like seriously, like I don't take. Like I'm a bad dater, but a good dater when I play a role. You know what I'm saying? If I play a role of, yeah, I'm gonna just go off of this or whatever. Shit, I could be great. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm being genuine, I'm probably horrible. You know what I'm saying? I'll be real about that. But yeah, no, I like the way the shit is now. It is just fucked up because, like I said, you have some of the technology. Yeah, the music is on demand, so you're getting a lot of bullshit in your ear. So you're getting a lot of bad messaging. The bad messaging feeding into some of these women's heads.
Yeah, the bad messaging is crazy, bro. Yeah,
it's getting real nasty out there, to be real.
Let me tell you something, yo, about the bad messaging, right? You know, China. You know, TikTok is a Chinese app, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, China is controlling what we see on TikTok, right?
Yeah. We can't see none of the Chinese shit on there,
right? So like, you know, the Chinese algorithm. You know what they show on TikTok?
What do they show?
Like nice things. Achievements, people doing stuff in the community, people achieving things, people winning championships, young people doing stuff, young people doing social things, charitable works, medical stuff, babies being born, stuff like that. That's their algorithm in China.
Yeah.
You know, and then the complete opposite is what they show in America and in Europe. They show all the fuckery. All the dancing, all the sex, all the pranks.
Yeah. I mean, that's the
crazy messaging, right? Like that's messaging on a macro scale. Like what's the best way to destroy a fucking civilization?
I mean, obviously through education, I feel.
From within.
Yeah, from within through education. Yeah.
So now all of these kids, they're going to grow up thinking, oh, I'm going to play these pranks. I'm going to do this wild shit to get this, that, and the third. And that's how their dopamine receptors are going to react.
No, that's
what their dopamine, oh, this is good. Yeah, right?
Yeah, and it's honestly, and those things are being promoted as a career and a lucrative career too at that. So, yeah, you're going to, like the whole prank business has been going on for a good, about really a hard 5 years, but 10 years. It started about 10 years. Like you've had people doing prank well before that too, but like actually people just coming up without having a real film crew and putting it on YouTube and you know, getting their little moments. You know, you have the boom gangs and things like that too. Those little
no, that's what I'm saying. Could you imagine that? That's all the stuff.
It's only going to get worse. Yeah. It's only going to get worse. The
messaging, bro. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Messaging's crazy.
And you're right. That is, and to circle back to that, yeah, they do have a way of, when it comes, I'll give, I'm not going to shoot China bail, but since they're a communist country, for their people, all they're going to push is positivity, things like that. It's more of a stringent, strict way of running things, right? Now in the U.S., we promote freedom, so we have a freedom to see all the bullshit that we want. You know what I'm saying? But like, obviously, the government always tries to cover some shit up. You know, like, and obviously, there's some restrictions that no social media is gonna stand for and let you promote it. They just kicked off Andrew Tate. Don't really know much about him, but I heard he was saying some wild shit. They're like, yeah, we're just about to cut that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's enough. Like, and you know what? And at the end of the day, that's those entities' rights, rules, and you sign up for that. And shit, we're on all these other platforms too. If we say something too wild, they could kick us off too, right?
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? But
yo, you know, speaking of which, I think we got through the first 10 minutes without cursing.
Yeah, I think we pulled that off. I think we
finally did that shit.
Yeah, like we cursed, but I felt like I was well after 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty good.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
No, took long enough.
Seriously though, like, that's good though. Like, got to really, slide through that topic really well, man. You know what I'm saying? And actually, speaking of which though, like, back to that small point though, what we were talking about right there, the
directness, their assholeness, all that stuff. Girls finagling the FLEWD out.
Oh, now the FLEWD out part too. Like I said, man, I think women, because you should be a woman getting flown out. First of all,
I'll say, what I'm saying? Like, if you're just trying to hang out, fly yourself out.
Should be a woman, getting FLEWD out. And if you are gonna get flown out, just know that that's the strongest possibility of what they're insinuating, and you pretty much
it's not even the strongest possibility. You be sugarcoating shit too much, bro. If you're getting flowed out, if somebody is flying you out to them. And they're paying for stuff.
Oh yeah,
they're paying for your stay.
They gonna want to.
They want to fuck you.
Period.
It is like a rule.
Yeah.
It is an unspoken rule.
That's just a smooth way about it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, if you're feeling this person, if you're feeling a person, and you just want to go hang out, then pay for your own shit.
Facts.
Pay to get flowed out and pay to stay, and I'm pretty sure he'll pick up the tab for everything else.
That part. It'd be like, oh yeah,
there was this girl on social media that flew herself out specifically for that reason. She was talking to a nigga online in England, somebody from here. Mm-hmm. She flew herself out to England to spend time with this nigga.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, if she
ended up fucking him anyway.
That's what's up.
And said from now on he's going to fly me out.
That's a real one. I could accept that. That's smooth. You feel me?
But by doing that, she's not. When you take somebody's money, people expect something, bro.
Facts.
Whether it be buying a car, going to the groceries, you know what I mean? When I give you my money, I'm expecting something.
Nah, that's a fact.
So, like, don't think anybody's gonna do something for you for free, bro. Like the fuck, man? What world do you live in?
Yeah. Nah, and honestly, a lot of these women definitely need to realize, like, I mean, obviously the ones flying out to Dubai or whatever, I'm pretty sure they know what time it is. I don't think none of them dudes is just flew you halfway across the world to just say hello, bitch. Like, no, that's
they flew you out to piss on you, to do all types of wild shit.
They trying to paint the face. You feel me? It's gonna look like a goddamn Elmer's Glue's cheese. You feel me? Like, that's how crazy it's about to look. So. Nah, when it comes to that, like, they definitely need to understand that, even on any level. If man just wants to take it.
People want to stop beating around the bush, right? You don't want no more unspoken rules, right? All right, that's the rule. Yeah, that's the spoken rule.
I think that's the.
If somebody mentions, if somebody suggests, if somebody offers you for a flight, they are expecting to fuck you.
1,000%.
Don't say you never heard of this before now.
1,000%. If they're not family, literally family,
that's it.
You fucking. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it 1K if I get flown out by a chick and she starts grabbing up on me. I'm not going to be like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be like, yeah, go ahead, do what you got to do, baby. You feel me? Because, yeah.
Straight up, if a girl offers to pay for anything in any... oh, okay. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, literally, that's how I feel. I think more men should maybe pick up on... I could be completely wrong, but if you're on a date with a girl, right? Mm-hmm. Especially a bad chick, like gorgeous, or whether you think beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but you think she's beautiful, whatever the case may be, if she offers to pay for anything during the date, she wants to fuck. I think especially
if the energy is like really good.
No, it's not no bad energy. Like, oh, let me pay for this so I can leave. No. There's a difference, bro. Like, I'm implying the energy is good.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. You know what I'm saying?
If a girl offers to buy you a drink, she is interested.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. And shoot, I've been offered drinks.
So with that said, on a grander scale, if I offered to fly you half across the country and put you in a hotel, wine and dine you, listen, I'm expecting to fuck every night.
Yeah.
Every night.
Yeah.
Sometimes if it's the weekend, during the day also.
Hey, you know what? I agree, Chief. Matter of fact,
like that.
I agree. Shoot, I've been offered to been flown out by a chick, and we talking about out the country, you know, a few times actually. And every time in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to be marathon man. Anytime she goes like this, I'm gonna have to just go ahead and perform. You feel me? Like literally, that's what in my mind. After whatever tour stuff that I get to do, if I want to be the male thought in this, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't even got to be male thought, but just saying, just in general, like, if that's happening, because, yes, there is very rich women out there in the world. No, don't get that twisted. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Like, you'll be offered that. Yeah, just anytime it's just a knock, hey.
Just know.
Just know you better be ready if she says, if she ready. You know what I'm saying? So that role is going to base, like, y'all got to know that. If I know that going to that position, y'all should know that going to the other position, females, y'all, women, ladies, all that. Y'all got to just know that that's what it is.
Yeah, man. Like, if you guys need a guy to say it for y'all, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it, man. That's it.
You get flown out, FLEWD out, whatever. They want to hit. Period.
Most niggas, when they pay for your dinner, they want to fuck.
We talking about a trip, doing a trip together, woo woo.
And I'm paying for it?
And I'm paying for it? The travels and all that?
Okay, like if we go on a trip and you pay your way, I can't really
do nothing. If I'm paying for the car, the hotel, the year that I mean, I'm gonna want some, you know what I'm saying?
That's just, I think that
I'm gonna want that.
Right? And it's just like, oh, you've entered disgusting. It's like, nah, man.
Come on now. Like that's out of it.
Before it was unspoken.
Yeah, but
now you want niggas to speak this shit.
No, I'm going to speak on it right now, and then I'm just going to tell her to listen to episode 21. Say, hey, we keeping it all the way legal right here. Listen to episode 21 and check out this timestamp and see how I feel about this. And then just call me back after I hit book. You know what I'm saying? Like, you going to know I'm putting this all the way on wax. I know for me, if I'm flying out, I'm trying to.
I'm not just trying to see you.
You know what I'm
saying?
You feel
me? Like I can FaceTime you. I can Instagram call you.
And to me,
I can do all of these things. To fly you out, trying to feel you in 3D, mommy.
Exactly. Not even just that. It's not like I just pulled up to your city. It's a little different. We'd say, hey, I want to.
Even if that, bro. Even if I were to pull up to your city, I still can't expect to fuck.
No, I can't. I hope that you want to spend a little bit of time if you can.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, because if we plan that I'm coming into your city, then I at least want time with you. Don't mean I expect to fuck. Period. I get that.
Yeah, there's a difference. But if I fly you into where I'm at,
bring you into my world, into this, into what's going on. Yeah, I gotta. You know, I just want to use all the senses. You know, I need you to use your sense so I can use my sense. All my senses. You feel me?
Yeah, there's all these unspoken things that niggas didn't really have to speak about, but now we got to speak about them.
Nah, we speaking on it and just making
That's just wild.
Nah, fuck it, man. Got to make it clear statements on this one. Just gonna be real, like, I just don't see why that's like if it's frowned upon, I don't think anybody's a hoe in that situation at all. To me, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless you're just doing that every 2, 3, 4 fucking days, then yeah, all right, bitch, you hoeing. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes could be hoeing too. Like, don't get it twisted. But at the same time, I don't think that's the worst of worst moves. Hey, you know, blah blah blah, flew me out. Oh well, in my mind, you've been taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Not that the motherfuckers come to see you and dropping a couple of dollars in your pocket. Hey, you're able to go see this place for free. You know what I'm saying? Travel, eat. You know what I'm saying? All right,
hang out, experience a bunch of other things.
Yeah, now obviously you get there, y'all fuck. It shouldn't just be y'all fucking and the nigga leaves you in the hotel too, unless he's like a big star or some shit like that where he's booked up.
That's the case.
That's the case. We understand
you're the like kind of the fuck doll for this tour.
You know what I'm saying? We kind of get that. But then, you know, like if there's another experience, yeah, you should be out there in the field a little bit as far as like exploring some shit too. And if they want to pay for that, like, yo, that's definitely... That should be if they're taking you out the element. I get.
And I'll say this, right? If you don't want to fuck, don't put yourself in that situation. Pay for your own shit.
Pay for your own shit. And honestly,
you feel a nigga that much, right? For you to fly out there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For you to fly out there.
That's crazy. And
spend all your time with one person.
Gotta get checked in and checked out at TSA.
I'm just talking about you're going there to spend all of your time with this one specific person. If you're feeling him that much, pay for it yourself.
That part.
Because if you don't feel him enough to do all of that, then why are you going out there?
Yeah, I just don't see some of the logic that some of these women actually...
There's no logic, bro.
Yeah.
There is no logic. They're trying to pull a fast one.
And it's stupid because with all these crazy ass niggas about here, man...
Why would you even do that? Why would you even risk a nigga being like, all right, bitch, I'm just going to kill you?
Yeah, and there's crazy niggas like that for sure.
Super crazy.
Like honestly, I don't know if I'd go as deep as calling out a bitch and nothing like that. But I'll roll my eyes and make them feel away a little bit. Like you're gonna get a bar for me somehow. You know what I'm saying? I might not yell it to my top of the lung, but I'm gonna hit you with something that you be like, yeah, bitch, if we walk in the same room again, you're just gonna duck your head. You know what I'm saying? Not in fear.
Well, okay.
But in shame.
I got another situation.
You see what I'm saying? Like you gotta look me in the eye and be
I got another situation,
but
right?
I ain't gonna just
it's like the stripper that asked for the ride home.
Yeah. It was like
if you're taking a stripper home, let's be real.
You already know what.
Let's keep it a bead.
It's never been.
If you're taking a stripper home, you're taking her home, even if it's to her place, because you're taking her home because you want to smash.
You know what I mean?
And a lot of times the crazy part is the stripper that'll go home with you is the one that you spend money on.
Yeah.
And then expect just to ride home.
I don't be getting that shit.
I've seen it happen way too much.
I don't be getting that shit. The part why I don't get that one, because it's like you just the same nigga that just dropped mad bread on you. You would think you would know that nigga definitely wants to fuck. You've been riding this nigga all night. You've been
touching his penis for the better part of 4 hours,
and you've been riling him up,
consistently touching this nigga's penis. Let's just put it all out there, right?
He was like, I just want to ride home. Let's just put
it all out there,
right?
We gotta
ride home. I need the Uber. My app ain't working. Like, what? He was like, hold on.
Sometimes it'd be like, yo, where do you get off? Where do you have,
senseless.
Some nerve.
Now, like I said, we obviously gonna put the disclaimer that we don't agree with these creep ass niggas hitting bitches and doing wild shit, of course.
Yeah.
But we're just saying have a little bit of sense to yourself and just read the overall room.
The room.
Yeah, that's it. Just read the room a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's actually kind of narcissistic to think that a nigga wants to fly you out and not expect to have sex with you. I think honestly, like you think really highly of yourself that you could pull this off.
That's like being a professional car, like a professional valet that doesn't actually park cars. You just go turn on the car and get out and just walk away
and expect a tip.
And it's like, yo, come walk and get your car. Like, what? Hold on, I thought you were gonna set this up to bring it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's why it's like so wild with some of the logic, and it's not women bashing, it's overall bashment of the thought process.
I say the same would go for men too. If a girl flies you out, expect to give the dick up.
Oh yeah.
But like I don't really hear of it too often.
Nah, I've been offered, Chief, and the craziest part is
what I'm saying is
it happens.
I don't know. No. You're not. I think you're taking it wrong. What I'm saying is I don't hear that. I don't hear this.
Oh, you're talking about the guy saying.
Yeah, I don't hear girls too much saying, "Oh, I flew this nigga out and he didn't want to fuck." Like, nah. Listen.
We gonna play that goddamn role, and that's what you want to baby.
Me, like most niggas, if you fly a nigga out, you can put him on OnlyFans. I'm pretty sure they're like, oh, this is what you want to do.
No, yeah.
All right, no face. No face, no case.
I mean, I got the poo shiesty right here. You know what I'm saying? Big like, I promise you. Like on some real ish though, like that is so true. That is true, because if you know, like when dudes get flown out, which doesn't happen often, it just sometimes it's like, yo, I've been offered that. I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm in a boss position. Let me not take that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a hoe, but I
take it in a heartbeat.
Oh no, but I've also
sometimes you just don't want to do the work.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. That is one.
Sometimes you don't want to do the back and forth, the cat and mouse.
No, that's
you're just like, okay.
No, that's a fact.
I'm down for this.
No, that's a fact. That's one. Two, sometimes you just got to be like, yeah, you're right. You just got to be on cruise control where it's just like, man, I ain't got to do nothing but just show up. All right, cool.
If a girl offers to fly me out, I'd probably still pay for my ticket, go out there just to smash, because I know,
like, I'll rock with you. You know what I'm saying?
I know I know what you're about.
Yeah.
I know that I'm not taking a risk flying out here spending all this money. Like, I know when I take you to this restaurant in this state, in this city that I've never been to, that I'm going to smash afterwards.
And let's keep that all the way being too. Like you know, just not the flown out part too, because us men, we do have a fear of like getting our name bashed. You know what I'm saying, on some false shit. So like that's also
of course.
You know what I'm saying? That's a healthy fear that I really don't think women overall understand that shit of why sometimes you see men move the way we move. It's just like, nigga, I seen it go left, either whether they see it personally through a friend, family, or whatever like that, or they seen it directly, or it might have happened to them in a small percentage. And you know, us dudes, we'd be like, all right. Some of us dudes, we think way ahead. We're like, yeah, but the worst case scenario, this shit would be like this. So I ain't fucking with that in no way. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
we have those moments. So like I said, man, when we do these like insinuations, we ain't trying to get that backlash that y'all say, oh man, he was so direct. You might have I'm going to say Deshaun Watson situation, but hypothetically, let's just say he was completely not guilty, not settled, not guilty, right? And let's just say all those women just made it up. Just hypothetically.
I'm with you.
Yeah, right? So, you know, if let's just say that you see that situation, damn, you don't want to ask a fucking thing then. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I did want a happy ending, but I don't even know how to ask it. I don't want to get Deshaun Watson out here. You feel me? Or if it was fake, damn, that's even worse, because it's like, do you even want to ask the massage therapist for anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, it becomes like a huge fear thing. That's why I tell this to women sometimes. I'm like, yeah, you know, there are certain things that change it up to where the fear builds up to where.
Oh yeah, as a man, I think you should have a healthy fear of being Me Too'd.
Yeah.
In this day and age, even before Me Too, I had a healthy fear of shit like that.
I did have a slight, like, I ain't gonna lie, there was up until about 6th grade, 7th grade, I was fearless up until that. to then, I didn't even catch no fear around 7th or 8th grade.
Nah,
it was just,
I had a healthy fear of all that shit.
Nah, it wasn't even a fear. It was just more like I just wised up. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? I think I watched The Wood and just said, fuck it, I'm slapping ass and doing the run. I got smiles, but now looking back, nigga, you try that shit. Woo! I'm gonna be locked up and all that. Like, I mean, slapping ass as obviously like an elementary school kid and running, you know what I'm saying? Got the smiles early, middle school.
Just even things you don't think about now, like.
Oh, I think about that all the time. I was like,
even
oh my
things
God,
you don't think about now, like imagine like. I always thought it was kind of sick, even as a senior. Mm-hmm. Like, I never fucked any freshman girls.
No, I never did that shit. That
right?
Felt kind of...
But it felt weird. But like now, like growing up, like, that was kind of like, oh, you're a senior, you're fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Right? The freshmen are just like fresh meat, right? That was how it was taught for us. Right? True. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I remember that. That was a thing. That was never my thing because it was like, I don't know. The age difference between those ages.
But now you really got to think about it like statutory is statutory.
No, for sure. Statutory is statutory. What I mean is like the age difference between a senior body and freshman bodies 9 times out of 10 is gonna be like crazy difference.
Back in the day, but now, bro, like I'm not looking at little girls, but the way how
I'm pretty sure the way water is, is crazier now.
The way how people develop now, bro. I remember picking up my sister in like the 2nd grade.
Shit, damn that! Like
I thought the girl was in her. I thought there was a girl there, right? Mm-hmm. I thought she was picking up her little sister. She was in my girl's class. She was in my sister's class.
I was like, what?
I was like, what the fuck is really going on here?
The fuck? Yeah, nah, there'd be those moments. There was
2nd grade.
That's crazy. Now that's crazy. I'll say this. There's like high school like guys like you'll be at the gym. It's like, yeah, I go to I was like, nigga, I thought I seen you in the club yesterday with Rod and them niggas. Like nah, I go to this high school.
Some of these niggas is
like the fuck.
They look like they 30 and they 17, bro.
Nigga.
Yeah,
like,
bro. That shit's wild.
It's like, yeah, I go to Douglas. You're like Douglas High School or Senior Gym High School. You're like, but how, nigga? I know, like, you gotta have some type of Freddie Adu gene or some crazy shit going on. This shit don't make no sense. But it's true, though. Like, these motherfuckers right now, like, the boys are developing, the girls are developing crazy, too. It's like, everything is just, they look older and younger at the same time. Mm-hmm. If you know what I mean, like they don't look like the 80s old ass niggas, you know what I'm saying, like, or the 80s women that look wildly old at like mid-20s or nothing like that, but they just look older though in a certain sense of like how, you get me? Yeah, man. Hold up for a second.
Yeah, bro, man. What's up with you though?
Nah, man. Just been working on a few little.
Oh, shit. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. It's up to you. Just been working on a few little videos with some new artists, and that's about it. Nothing too crazy. But might have a little potential like collab thing going with Bay 8 too. Like,
okay,
that might be a thing going on.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So that might be more.
I love Bay 8.
Yeah. They've always been great to us.
Might be my favorite studio.
Yeah. Talked to Format earlier this week and gonna make some plays with them, and we're trying to team up and get some new clients in the door. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
You know what I'm saying? And
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay. So you like how I said Katie wasn't gonna get traded, right?
Oh yeah,
you see how he's not getting traded, right?
No, I never. Like, I feel that. Like,
and them niggas said, "Fuck you."
It did make sense because none of the trades, none of the
Rudy Gobert thing kind of fucked it up.
The Gobert thing fucked it up, but
I think that really fucked it up.
But not even that. But was there a team that he was going to be on that was going to be better than his?
No. Potentially. But what I'm saying is, Rudy Gobert kind of getting that high of an amount. As big of a package as he gotten, it made KD just like, yo, if you don't get at least double what Rudy Gobert got, then it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I got you. Now let me ask you this, right? Besides Patrick Beverley, who else was in that trade? Besides a bunch of picks.
It was a bunch of young guys, wasn't it? It was a bunch of players and a bunch of picks.
Niggas that we can't remember. It was a numbers thing, but niggas that we can't remember. Yeah, it was
niggas you can't remember, but they're bodies that they could use. Bodies that they can use and other trade assets.
I don't even think.
So, like, if you didn't get
Malik Beasley was in that trade, it was just I think it was just Patrick Beverley and like 6 picks, right? But now
it was like 5 players and 6 picks, bro. It was a lot.
But it was a lot. It was like Jared Culver and guys like that don't really play.
It was a lot. Yeah, but then like I always said, if Rudy Gobert got that, then you got to give me a whole team plus 3 picks.
And I get you. Here's what I'm saying. Like, here's what I'm saying about the trade. Like, there's 6 picks. We don't know what those picks are going to be. We don't know if they're going to scout good and draft good, anything like that, right? So that's still a gamble in the air. Mm-hmm. And if those picks are pure Timberwolves picks, all the guys on the Timberwolves are still young as fuck. So those picks, even damn near to that last one and the last draft pick of the last one that they'll have, will finally be the one that may turn over. So really, you didn't, like, when you break it down, you gave up your future, like, flexibility, but you didn't give up that much because you could still trade Rudy Gobert if it don't work out, like they did Al Horford when he was on the Sixers, and still make something happen. You see what I'm saying? There's still some escape clause. They could still trade Rudy Gobert and get back half of those draft picks from another team that will actually do bad. You know what I'm saying? But the Timberwolves, as constructed right now for the next 3 to 4 years, even 5 years, as long as nobody gets hurt, you can make it. Either they're going to play well or you can make a trade to where.
Nah, they got a squad.
They got a squad, though. But, like,
they got a major squad. They got to get rid of D'Lo. They got to get rid of D'Lo.
They need, what kind of point guard do you think they need? Like a younger version of Patrick Beverley or like a playmaking defender?
They need a Chris Paul type. They need a Chris Paul archetype. Somebody that could give you 20 points and like 8 assists consistently.
Yeah, D'Lo can get you 20 points, but I think he only gets you like 5 to 6 assists.
Yeah, but his 20 points isn't efficient. So he's taking shots away from somebody.
He kind of is. Like,
excuse me.
He sometimes I see him like want to be a facilitator and a floor general, which he has the potential to be. But then, like you said, it's inefficient shots though. Sometimes it's just not going in, and when it doesn't go in, it doesn't go in.
Yeah, like he's shooting like a mid 40%. So it's like he's taking away shots from other people who could be shooting at a higher clip.
So who could be on? Yeah, so they need to get rid of him and then just get a point guard. So now it's just like figuring out who can they get. But I mean, Atlanta might have. You can always get maybe somebody from Atlanta. They got 2 guards there. If that don't work out, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about Timberwolves?
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, you know.
Man, fuck the Timberwolves, man, and fuck the Knicks. The Knicks fucked this up. Knicks fucked up the entire summer, bro.
Yeah, they did.
They let Cleveland do what they were supposed to do better than them.
Cleveland got a nice
like this.
Squad.
Oh my god, dog.
I like their squad.
Like
though.
Sometimes.
No, they messed up.
If it wasn't for the Yankees, sometimes I'd just be like, yo, I'm Floridian.
I mean,
because I'm not a Giants fan. So I don't get to celebrate Eli like other niggas. I'm a Jets fan.
And even if you were a Giants fan like that, besides that defense, yeah, actually no, y'all. I'm not gonna say y'all, but Giants at least, I'll give it this. They kind of were mid-tier, right? Mid-tier to like not upper echelon, but the Michael Strahan years and all that wasn't bad years. It was never really horrible, even with Barber, right? When Barber was there, was it Marion Barber? Tiki Barber. Was it Tiki or Marion?
Tiki.
Tiki was the cornerback, right?
No.
Well,
that was Rondé.
Rondé Barber, yeah. Rondé, okay. So Tiki Barber, you had the Tiki Barber, Strahan, and all those guys there. Those at least pretty good. The Jets, to me, though, they had like a little Sanchez moment. Then it's just
Santana Mall. Yeah, like other than that, we had a little decent moment with Vinny Testaverde too, but
it hasn't been up in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like a real threat to be like, hey.
The Knicks had the opportunity to get like a real rising superstar at the guard position, and the NBA has become a guard game. Has become a guard league, and yeah, they fucked it up. We got Jalen Brunson, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not mad at Jalen Brunson, but
I am.
It's not
like we don't have any fucking stars in New York, man. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because all right, I'll say
like
this.
It just doesn't make fucking sense. Like we need a fucking star.
I'll say this, right? Even if Jalen Brunson was playing like playoff Jalen Brunson throughout the whole year and balled out,
I don't care. He's not a star.
Exactly. He doesn't have that personality. I don't see like if I close my eyes right now, to me, I don't see a Jalen Brunson commercial gonna ever pop up.
I would have been happy with Prime Russ. OKC Russ in New York. Oh my God.
Yeah, that would have been good. He would have been perfect for.
Oh my God.
He would have been perfect for New York style. Like truth be told, if he didn't have the year that he had on the Lakers, and
they can't appreciate him in LA like we would in New York.
If he got traded from Houston straight to the Knicks, I think that would have worked.
Nah, OKC to the Knicks.
No, I'm saying even after him on,
I didn't want the older Russ. I still wanted hyper athletic Russ.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think the roles.
Now I do what I want. I want that era Russ.
Shoot, nah.
Post KD leaving. Send this nigga to the Knicks.
Shoot, actually, when he was playing with KD, he was hitting threes. I might want that one. That Russ was hitting. He still was balling. He was close to triple doubles. He wasn't getting the triple doubles, but he was hitting a high percentage.
His shot got fucked up after Patrick Beverly injured him.
That is true too, but he also could have changed his shot form, knowing that your knee is banged up, so you shouldn't be jumping 90 feet in the air just to hit a jumper. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really needs to stop. I know I said it before, but I'm going to say it every time I talk about Russell Westbrook's jumper. You know what I'm saying?
The Knicks we missed out on KD and Kyrie, even though now,
big time,
I don't see that as necessarily a bad thing. But, dog, out of everything, dog, we did all of this shit. We did all of this shit just to get Jalen Brunson. And he's a decent player, bro. But just to get Jalen, you alienated every other GM in the NBA because of the fuck shit you pulled with Jalen Brunson, hiring his pops, talking to him during games, and all this type of shit, so that other niggas didn't want to deal with you. Facts. Danny Ainge, it was kind of like they held a grudge against the fucking Knicks front office because of the Jalen Brunson situation, to where it's just like, oh yeah, we're not gonna deal with y'all niggas.
Nah, they did that. I mean, it is the boys club in the NBA. You know that.
And we got fucking Jalen Brunson, dog. Like
Brun Gotti. You know what I'm saying? But all right,
like it doesn't make sense.
Nah, that's true. With Jalen Brunson, though, like, I'll say this, like you said, he could do everything like a superstar. He won't bring. I don't ultimately think he'll bring. Like, he's gonna bring something to the table. Like, don't get it twisted. And I also say this too. I think the Knicks need to just stop thinking about the big star super team.
No, fuck that.
I just think y'all got.
It's New York. You have to have a star, like bro, like. It doesn't like you.
No.
You can't have.
Here's
you
what I'm
can't
saying.
have the Spurs type of team in New York City. You cannot.
No, actually, if you're winning all the time, I think
no, bro.
I think you could easily.
Like, bro, niggas is gonna want to start. Like, you don't understand New York.
No,
the same reason why they have all of the stars in LA. It's the same exact thing.
If y'all won 5 rings or whatever like that,
Niggas wouldn't give a fuck because we don't have no star.
Duncan was a star, son. Actually, nah. Niggas would have made Ginobili the star.
I'm gonna keep it a beam, bro.
Niggas wouldn't
5 chips or not. Niggas wouldn't have been feeling Tim Duncan.
But I'm saying, you heard what I said. I switched it back to Ginobili. They would have made Ginobili the star, just like John Starks.
Yeah, but yeah,
like
he would be a star though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like for sure, like that nigga. Come on, they just did a documentary, right, or some short piece of him.
Oh, I don't know.
Like at least
I don't be caring about them niggas, bro.
No, I don't. I never clicked on it, but just when you're on the YouTube titles, you see like ESPN Ginobili. I'm like, oh shit. Nigga.
Oh no, I've never seen.
I'm like, damn, nigga.
I've never seen that whatsoever.
Oh, you know what? No. I think him, D Wade, and somebody else is getting inducted to the Hall of Fame. That's why. I
didn't even know that.
Yeah, this year.
That's my level of uncaring.
And Tim Hardaway.
No care whatsoever.
Tim Hardaway just got nominated. So no, what I'm saying is that, like, I mean, if Ginobili's a Hall of Famer, I think that would have, a guy like that, he was flashy, did the first Euro, like, not first Euro step, but brought the Euro step of currently today on there. Y'all would have rocked with Ginobili. You feel me? Everybody else, maybe some Parker, but that would have been, you're right. Tim Duncan would have been the player.
Nah, they would have respected Parker because he's a point guard.
Yeah. And the French thing, y'all niggas drafted French Frank just because of.
Oh my God, dog. We could have had Donovan for the cheap.
Y'all drafted French Frank off the strength of what Tony Parker did damn near. You know what I'm saying? And there is a big French actual.
Frank ain't even French, bro. He's from Belgium. So it was a farce crazy. This whole time.
Damn, that's cold. But there is a pretty big like French connection in Haitians and all that, and French people going to New York. That is a thing. That is actually
man. Fuck all that, dog.
Listen. But I think y'all would have been straight. What were you about to say? I think like here's what I was gonna say though. I know we went on that little tirade, but I think if it's gonna take 1 to 2 years. Y'all just gotta. Y'all almost need like one of those Heat teams with no star before.
Nah, it's not gonna work in New York.
No, listen, I'm not saying y'all gonna win. This is how y'all gonna draw the people. Y'all almost need one more Julius Randle type of year where, not with Julius, but y'all just gotta have all the pieces around.
Right now, we're hoping that RJ starts dropping 30 points a game.
For sure. Y'all need to do that too.
We need a star.
Y'all need that too, but I think a star would come if everything looks like damn near LeBron. LeBron just needs to pop up type of shit. You get what I'm saying? Not LeBron, but like a player of that caliber. All you got to do is plug him in, and now the team just takes off because everything is set for this one
I'd take
star.
Zach LaVine right now.
Yeah. Guys like that.
I'd take Zach LaVine, and he's not even really like a super duper star, but I'd take Zach LaVine right now.
I mean, he's great, honestly, to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's a phenomenal player. He's now playing defense after running on the Olympics and playing with Devin Booker.
He's great, but you don't necessarily see all of the highlight stuff in his game.
No, you're right. You don't see it. Like, he could punch it, he could shoot.
Like, you don't see the highlight, like you saw the highlight stuff in Penny's game, or the highlight stuff in MJ's game, or even the highlight stuff in like fucking AI, Derrick Rose. Like, you have the ability, but you don't see it.
Yeah, he don't pull it out all the time.
Like, you score points and all, but like you not crossing a nigga up and then dunking on him. You know what I mean? Like,
true. I say, like, you know what? Some of these guys also, the game within the game, they're not there yet. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, they're super talented, just like Zach LaVine can jump 44 inches off the ground, maybe 48, who knows, and then can shoot lights out just like Kobe over people, you know, 3-pointers, just dagger shots and things like that. But the game in the game is just to already manipulate, like, not even having the game come close because they just know how to orchestrate it that way. He's not there yet. Or just knowing when, like, okay, if I do this move, this defense is going to collapse here, so I'm just going to go take this back door, pass it, go take this back door, easy layup, bang. Come back here, press a little bit, the steal's going to happen. Like, you know, just playing a little bit ahead of what's going to happen. Giannis is not even there with that, even after the MVPs yet. You know what I'm saying? He's just starting to get there, but, you know, he's just working on his standstill 3-pointer. Doesn't really actually have a pull-up jumper yet like KD does. KD could just come up off the bounce, pop, pop, crossover, pull up. He could do that. But, you know, like, I think with those guys, like, those guys need to keep growing. But with the Knicks, it's got to be organic first. And it's just to make that superstar who would eventually will come and sign as a free agent. I think they need to see just more than just a pop-up Julius Randle and then say in the makeshift draft and you're like, oh, yeah, you got RJ Barrett and you picked up. I mean, remember, they failed on Kevin Knox, right?
Ugh.
You failed on Kevin Knox. You failed. Like, with the drafting that they done too, it's not like it's as promising. Like, it's almost more promising going to the Thunder. It is more promising as far as, like, young draftees going to the Thunder rather than the Knicks right now. Because at least you can get your head around, like, shit, if anything, if I go over there, they got a bunch of picks. They could trade them off, and I could build with these young guys. And within a year or two, either we're going to do the LA thing and trade off everybody, or I stick with them, and they all become, like, who they're supposed to be. And we have the Lonzo Balls. We have all those players and without trading them like how LeBron did.
You ain't roll up yet?
And we're back. No, I was actually in the midway of the talk about the whole KD shit and all that. But anyways, man, these niggas, man, on fucking the Knicks, that's the way to all the way build back, though, for real. This fly by night, the way y'all did on Brooklyn. The way Brooklyn has been trying to do it, I don't think y'all can do it that way. I think it's just gonna turn ugly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got everything in place for stars to be there, though. I just think, do you feel like they have the culture there yet?
I don't even care. You
know what I'm saying? Like, you even think they can?
Until they get a star, I don't give 2 fucks about the Knicks.
I just don't think, even if y'all,
I don't care what they do.
Look, if y'all were to pick up a star tomorrow, right?
Then I'll watch.
I know you'll watch. I think it's just going to be more Carmelo, Amari Stoudemire. Like, yeah, this is cool, but like, how's that? Is those years going to really like stick in your head?
I prefer than watching Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle.
Oh, of course, that part. I got you wholeheartedly. I get that. Because honestly, I'll say this. On the Heat, nigga, you know there was some horror.
Could you imagine the weird kid on the basketball team? Mm-hmm. Like, that weird kid on the basketball, your kid being the weird kid on the basketball team, being like, oh, who's your favorite basketball player? Jalen Brunson. Nigga, what?
Yeah, that does seem like a weird name to yell out. For real, it does seem like
Julius Randle's the truth. You guys don't ever watch. Nick, shut up.
Feels like you get robbed for his Ewings right on the spot. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ, dog.
But I'll say this. All right, as a Heat fan, I suffered through some of the worst years. Right?
Yeah, y'all were trash.
You remember you probably don't remember, but there was a year where the Heat won only about 25 games, yo.
What year was this?
The year right before Caron Butler got drafted. That's somewhere before that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say it was 2001.
Oh, you talking about when like the Heat games were like $15,
nigga?
For tickets.
It was the
yeah. I was going to Heat games like every other weekend.
Nigga, I was watching all those trashy games, dog. So like when we actually got good and
you talking before Pat Riley?
Before Pat decided to come back down, I think it might have been just Stan. It might have been just Stan, right? And it was Caron Butler, right? Caron Butler got drafted the next year. We did alright. We still didn't do much because he got hurt. Then we got D Wade the next year. They went up to 2003. So yeah, Caron was in the 2001 draft, if I remember correctly. He was in that draft. I think he was drafted 5th, if I'm not mistaken. Some shit like that. Boom, gets hurt. Wade comes out. We end up popping, but like I said, it was like only 20 wins that year before. Dog, I'm talking about the Sun Sports was showing damn near every game because they weren't even nationally recognized as being a team to watch or anything. You know what I'm saying? Shaq didn't pull up, nothing happened. So I watched Caron get picked up, and then like I said, here's the organic part. Eventually, when you have D Wade coming in and winning, you might have an older asset that you just got. You can make that trade. This is why I was saying it sucks, but if y'all can pull that off, I just think it's gonna take.
Nah, I don't trust the Knicks drafting strategy. I don't trust anybody that they've drafted. The Knicks.
Well, then if that's the case, y'all definitely should have gave up that extra pick for Donovan.
Yeah. I mean, I would have thought that that's something that they would have done, but obviously it didn't work out that way. So,
I'll say this: I think y'all still should get rid of some of those picks. If you guys do like just enough not to make the playoffs or just to make it into that play-in game or whatever like that, my personal opinion is, you know, if you can't get that amazing big guy that's supposed to come out, Wembanyama.
Yeah, if we're not getting Wembanyama, then
it doesn't make any sense. So, like, I would say y'all, and I don't think y'all could like just keep. I don't like y'all draft how y'all really draft for real. Hopefully, like to me, if y'all do draft, y'all should just draft and trade that same night. Get some quality players, or just keep getting future picks that people of teams that you know would ultimately suck the next few years, and then stock up that way. But yeah, the Knicks, to me, I don't think y'all curse. It's just y'all made a few flaw moves. You know what I'm saying? There's a few guys that I've known y'all wanted to have, and they've turned out to be ass too, though. You know what I'm saying? Some of the fans definitely wanted some bust in the past, like a few times. They're screaming like they're hurling boos everywhere, and you know that player ends up being a bust or anything like that. So I'll say when y'all drafted, the two best draft picks y'all got is Porzingis and Barrett, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, but Barrett didn't take the step like Porzingis took.
Nah, that's right. I mean, Porzingis, had he not gotten hurt, man,
and Giannis not hurt him.
Yeah. Had that injury never happened, bro, I think honestly, you know how Kat actually just was talking about this the other day. He said he's the best big man, offensive big man player in the league.
Who?
Kat
said what?
He's the best offensive big man player like in the league or ever.
Kat said that about himself or about Porzingis?
No, about himself.
Nah, I don't buy that.
I think he has the talent to be.
He's all right.
I ain't gonna just sweep
and
up.
Embiid be eating his food though.
He does in the post, but that winning that 3-point contest does kind of show that he really should probably be out there shooting some threes too. You know what I'm saying? And he also does have
I bet you his coach didn't like that. Like, now this nigga gonna want to shoot threes all the motherfucking time instead of blocking the post.
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, yo, I know you shoot these threes because, in 2K, I do this pick and pop with you and you pretty money, but, you know what I'm saying? Relax a little bit. You feel me? But, I mean, for him to actually go out there and win a whole 3-point contest to get that confidence, and to me, like, his post game is still better than most in the league. If not, like, he's top 2 or 3 post guys in the league for sure right now. It's him and Embiid, pretty much. And when it comes to post move, him, Embiid, and Jokic. When it comes to like, you could throw it in the post, and these guys are gonna bust you down with some moves, and it's gonna look good, and it's gonna be a bucket damn near every time. Over Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis doesn't have like a real go-to like move. I can't recall him doing the same move twice or 3 times. Straight up. So I think just looking at how the landscape is, I think overall, back to like what I'm saying, even back to with the Knicks though, I do want to hit this point home. I know it ain't no superstars.
I don't care about the Knicks. Like, I really don't give a fuck about the Knicks. You say your point.
No, I know.
But it's like falling on deaf ears.
I know. We got people that still care about the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this. I think if the right moves are done from here on out, right? Which is going to be hard because y'all got a fucked up owner. But if the moves could be right in the next 2-3 years, I think y'all could be in a really good spot because a lot of contracts are going to be expired. You're going to have nothing but young people. I don't think y'all just going to get like a KD sweepstakes. But if y'all could win with some of those young people and just say, all right, we're going to maneuver and make some moves and then pick up somebody, I think that's how y'all going to get it.
I mean, maybe.
That's how I think it's going to go down. Or, I mean, hopefully y'all could build like how the Warriors build, But like I said, don't trust the draft system. Y'all just, I think if anything, y'all need to start a build off of that's believable. Brunson, to me, isn't believable star. I think he's a great piece, like as a 3rd, 4th option scorer, in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, in the championship team, like, you'd want him as your 4th scorer. Like, he can go off for 30 or 40 whenever. Maybe not all the time, but just whenever he's ready to go off for 30 and 40, he's going to give our other 3-star package over here, right? He's going to give those guys a rest and just go off and just sit back. Kind of Jamal Crawford-esque. Like, go ahead, Dre, crossover, just cook up everybody and just sit back. That's how I feel. Well, it's going to take a minute, man.
Man, fuck that. It's going to take a minute, shit. We don't got that type of time in New York.
It's been a minute.
We don't have that type of time in New York, man. Niggas ain't trying to rebuild. Niggas ain't trying to build from the ground up. Niggas ain't trying to do all of that. You had an opportunity to get Donovan Mitchell. He was like 25 years old.
Y'all should have got him though.
We got Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle, bro.
Even when
man, but fuck that, man. Let's talk about something else. I don't even want to talk about the Knicks no more.
Yeah, and that's why they put Buddy on blast too. They're like, that's not on Worldwide West and Homeboy. They're like, they put the other guy on blast. You seen that, right? They're like, man, fuck that. Put this out in the papers because it's not me.
Yeah, well, you put that guy on blast. You're his boss, though, at the end of the day. So that falls on you.
I just don't know why none of those guys were on the calls and it got emotional or whatever, how it did. It was like, and it was for like just one more pick or some shit like that. Wasn't it over one more pick or just waiting for, I don't even see why there was a deadline.
Brent Grimes?
Trade his ass too.
Or Quentin Grimes, whatever his name is.
Yeah. I like Grimes. Don't get it twisted. I like him. I actually like him for y'all squad a lot. To me, he's like a Maxey type of, Terrence Mann kind of guy, in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think he's nice. But I'm giving him up for Donovan Mitchell. For sure. No, because to me, you pick up the star just like the T-Wolves, like we said, right? You pick him up, he don't work out, trade his ass. Bro, think about this, right? The Rockets still got some for Russ. The Wizards still got some for Russ. If they just come to you one time and mess up, and it's not like their second or third try or whatever, you can trade them and still get shit for them. It's not the end of the world. This is why I still don't understand why people are like, that's why when you heard me talk about Rudy Gobert's trade earlier, I was like, there are a bunch of picks that, first of all, they're going to be late round picks, right? All of those Timberwolves picks for the next few years, as young, all of those guys are in their 20s right now. Every single one of them. Mm-hmm. By the time, like I said, they get to that last pick, that's the only one that's going to be in the lottery. Everything else, 20-some, 20-some, 20-some. They're making the playoffs every year. Rudy don't work out, we gone. Trade his ass. Peace. It's over with, man. So that's all I'm saying, man. I know the Knicks thing, sorry to hit the head over with the Knicks topic and shit like that. I'm just saying that y'all, whoever y'all do trade for, though, I don't know who y'all could trade for, and like that's like a realistic. I didn't think Donovan Mitchell was going to be like offered up, though. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, y'all could get somebody mid-year. Something could happen. Y'all could have like just a GM saying, "Yeah, this ain't working," and somebody could go. I don't see Levine going anytime soon, but y'all need a player like that. Somebody exciting. Y'all need. I think, yeah. Y'all won't get like a Steph type player. Y'all need somebody like that can dunk and still shoot. You feel me? Like that's why back in the day we thought Dennis Smith Jr. would have been perfect for that team. Obviously, we thought Zion would have been perfect for that team just because it's like you get the exciting dunks, you get the highlight plays, but you also get like great ass stats. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. But speaking of some sports, man, you been getting on that fantasy at all for football?
Of course.
Yeah, so how'd you do? In your first week?
I won in every league so far.
Okay,
that's
how many
only
leagues
week
you
one.
in?
3.
God damn, all right, nigga. Stuck to my 1. We're playing in the same league, all right? It's like, damn, you got 3 out here? All paid leagues?
Nah. Just one of them is paid. The other 2 is like that ESPN fantasy shit. Oh. ESPN plus fantasy shit.
Okay. So, but you'll still win like $100 million if you like get it. One of those kind of leagues, or you just ESPN league, just public. And
I don't know. It's like I think $25K. I can't
remember. That's not bad. That ain't bad at all. Shit.
But yeah, man, I was looking. I was trying to find like one of those high paid leagues, like, but I couldn't find anybody that was trying to do it. I was definitely trying to drop like 500 to a stack on a league.
You think they would have had that in that whole like Florida Hard Rock app?
Oh man.
Or you think they would have opened that up?
Don't even bring that up.
You think they would have opened that up at all, just in general, like a fantasy, like FanDuel can officially, like I'm not sure what FanDuel does in Florida or anything like that, but you get an official team where you can pay up to that much, and and do a draft like that. Like I'm wondering if FanDuel could pull that off. That would be kind of hard now that I think about it. That should be kind of crazy. But nah, so like who's your best player on there, would you say? Who you think is going to get you like the most points and shit like that?
Oh, Jamar Chase.
Oh, that's a good player.
But then low key, Michael Thomas was like a clutch pickup for me.
And Thomas?
Yeah, I got like a squad of all like first options. He was coming back. He was coming back from like that injury, so he didn't play all last year. Yeah, but I was like, yo, he's still the number 1 option on the Saints.
Yeah.
So like I got to pick him up. Late.
Yeah, and honestly, yeah, he's the first option, and he has something to kind of prove after sitting out
the whole year after getting that big check.
Yeah, like
you want to keep getting that check.
You want to keep getting that check. You got some, and honestly, if you have any love for the game or any pride about that too, you kind of want to earn the check that you got too a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I can't. Just a little bit of self pride. Like, damn, these guys cashed me out X, Y, and Z. I ain't even get to put on for them yet.
It looks like It looks like the Ravens are falling apart again. They need to really seriously reevaluate that training staff and that medical staff because, boy, their niggas is falling apart.
Yeah. I mean, what's the name? Their new receiver's still healthy, though, right?
Who?
Homeboy from Green Bay. Why am I forgetting his name right now?
From Green Bay?
Yeah, didn't they get Aaron Rodgers' old wide receiver?
The Ravens?
Oh, you said Ravens. I thought you said Raiders.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Ravens, yeah. Ravens is definitely looking like the IR team of the year.
Yeah, they falling apart again. I mean, everybody falling apart, man. Week 1 was definitely kind of eye-opening. Patrick Mahomes looks nuts. He threw five touchdowns, but Josh Allen is still like number 1 to win the MVP, which doesn't make sense to me.
I think Patrick is just trying to prove himself without Tyreek a little bit too, just because a lot of people were saying that's his bailout option, which it was. I mean, it's a fun bailout option if you know, like, I don't know, he just had a really good rhythm with them, but he still has a great receiving core, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they picked up Sammy, right? They picked up Sammy along with Kelsey, right? Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins is on Green Bay.
Oh, he's on Green Bay. Then who's on there that is a
Juju
Smith-Schuster
and
somebody else?
They got that nigga Scantling from Green Bay.
Yeah. So you have 2 speedy receivers. And you got
they got Kelsey and they got that other tight end. That other tight end looked like he gonna be a beast.
So if you have Kelsey plus another tight end that may be a Pro Bowler plus Juju, who was supposed to be the number 1 guy in Pittsburgh, right? Until they just let him go. I mean, it's not actually a bad team to be thrown to. Especially, honestly, Patrick Mahomes is a great quarterback, so he's going to still make other players rise. Now he just doesn't have like the craziest bailout option. Like literally, let me just throw it down blind downfield because I know he's going to catch up to this and run down on it. He's got to think a little bit more and make the correct play. And that's it. He's going to just go through, what do they say? His progressions. You know what I'm saying? He's going to go through his progressions, look left and right, and really figure out what the best option is within that 3-step drop. You know what I'm saying? And just really just dial in that way. Plus he's got burners on his legs too after he steps up. So once he steps in the pocket, he still can wiggle his way out there and collect some yards, like a +4, +5 every time he gets out there. So with Pat, I mean, I was never worried about his year. If I had an option to actually draft him, I would have definitely went with him just because I feel like he's definitely has something to prove this year for sure. 1,000%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, Pat's a real one though, man. Pat's a real one. I was actually kind of surprised that Jalen Hurts. I had drafted him, and through auto draft, I never actually got the chance to do any of the draft due to just, I guess, bad service.
You still got a good team though.
Yeah, so. Yeah. You know, ESPN did very well in their auto draft system. I didn't even get to put the pre-draft together, which was even more annoying because I got to sign in. But you got a pretty good team. We're going to see how it goes. I got Christian McCaffrey and Jalen Hurts and Jared Jeudy. So we'll see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? Definitely see how that goes. I think we're going to create some damage. You know what I'm saying? I'll make probably a few game 3, game 4 moves, you know, and see how that performs from there. You know what I'm saying? And do my eval. But good luck to you in the league, man. I think we'll probably end up facing each other in the playoffs at some point. I do feel that. I do feel like my team is good enough for that. I definitely need to make enough moves to get to the chip, though. There's definitely some guys that's going to need to be cut. That defense is probably going to get cut too.
Yeah, let's see how it goes, man.
Okay.
I'm pretty much certain I'm gonna win. But who knows? Barring injuries, you never really can account for those things.
Damn, so you saying I should just cash after you the nifty nickel, aka $50? Damn. Just
no, I mean a lot of people got better squads than me, but I just I felt like I made some really good moves, especially like I said, I got a lot of first options. Like my whole team is first option, so it's like I feel as though even though, like, say, for instance, Kyle Pitts didn't do great, he's going to do great at some point during the season.
Okay, between game
Same thing like Josh Jacobs. He didn't do great, but he's going to do great.
Pitts plays well mid-season. He's a mid-season
The new offense that Josh Jacobs is in, and he can catch the ball, he should give me great numbers.
Facts.
Nick Chubb always gives you great numbers. Kyler is the one part that I was like, ugh. He looked horrible the first game.
Yeah, I think
he embarrassed himself almost, especially after Patty threw 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's gonna have to really get on this game tape. There was like a coach breaking him, doing a full breakdown of like how he didn't recognize anything on a whole blitz and how he got blindsided. He was like, yeah, with any sort of game tape and some coaching too. Coaching definitely has to explain to him and put in his head that he needs to shift at least another receiver over here to create a blocking position to get him that extra second so he can create this extra route in the post or even in the flats. And he didn't do that. Like, he did not read his hot. Like, da-da-da-da-da. I was like, man, when I was watching that breakdown, I was like, it does look clear as day, especially once you see, and it's like a famous high school coach, you know what I'm saying? It's not even like I think he's on the level of having so many, pre-young stars that's famous, but just that alone, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you have a high school coach breaking down this blitz coming from a mile away, everybody coming up. The guy is swinging his hand, pointing like, yeah, we're about to get in this gap, and it literally happens like to the T. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like overload on one side. But yeah, man, Kyler definitely needs some seasoning, you know what I'm saying? And not lately at all. He's gonna really need to take some time and study the plays. But I mean, the rumor is that he just loves baseball more, and he's not really
Call of Duty.
Yeah, in Call of Duty. So he's not really gonna put that real effort into that craft of being a top QB in the league overall. Like, he got his money, he's gonna sit back. Hopefully he doesn't pull a Jay Hustle. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he doesn't pull that, man.
Jamarcus
Russell. Yeah, he's definitely going to have to put some more work in. He's got the talent. He's got the big arm. He's fast as hell. He can scramble his ass off. Just need to know what's going on. You need to know how to shift your line. You need to get that extra protection so you don't get cracked every 3 seconds. And honestly, he'll get hit. Like, if he doesn't, he's going to get hit 2 or 3 more times. And guess what? What do you think is going to happen, Mark? He's going to study that damn tape. I guarantee it. He's going to study that fucking tape. But you get hit like blindsided like that, like where your whole shit, you like where it looks like you're about to belly flop into the field. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I've been hit like that one time, and I still remember to this day. You know what I mean? I still remember that hit to this day. I promise you, if you said there was game tape for me to avoid that,
yeah,
wow, I'm watching it all day. But shoot, who's your backup QB? Like, what's
Cousins?
Cousins is like gonna give you a solid 15, 16 to 18, a couple 25-point games, but expect the 15, 16 to 18 from him.
Yeah, so it's just touch and go right now. We'll see. Yeah, so I'm actually tired of talking about sports. We've been off for quite a minute now. There's had to have been, like, other than, like, you know, the comments of Brittany Griner, Trump, you know, shit like that. Mm-hmm. Anything else happen?
Shoot. Ari Spears has been in the news a few times.
Ari Spears. Oh yeah, I heard about the Lizzo shit.
Oh yeah, and then did you hear about him and Tiffany Haddish?
I loosely heard about it. I heard more about the Lizzo stuff though first.
And actually, weirdly, I think that's somewhat connected. I think Ari Spears actually put a spotlight on himself, and then, you know, that probably kind of fell down that whole rabbit hole kind of thing. Personally,
what do you mean?
Just because, all right, with you know about him and Lizzo, him, you know, saying those comments, and, you know, Lizzo responded on.
I mean, he's a comedian.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
no, of course we know that. Like, I've always enjoyed Ari Spears' impression and comedy. I even kind of enjoyed what he was saying there as a comedic expression, because I was like, oh, he's wilding, but yeah. I don't think he's.
I knew he was about to get Me Too though, heavy.
Oh yeah, like,
I knew they were gonna come after him,
because it's not the early 90s, it's not the late 90s, early 2000s where, you know, it's basically the verbal Wild Wild West. You can say some wild shit and it kind of goes off, and you can get off with that, but like, when you're taking away, like, when
you only get to say wild shit, honestly, now as comedians at fucking roasts. Yeah. Everything else, people want to Me Too. They want to social justice this. They want to do everything.
Yeah, especially when it seems like whatever you're going at, you're going against a person that seems to stand for something. And right now, she's standing for the quote unquote, we had the big talk about this, but the whole body positive movement, right?
Yeah, but still at the end of the day, she's not healthy.
Nah, she's not. There's no doctor in the world that would actually admit to
none.
And if there is, I'd be shocked. I'd be like, really?
Like, yo, you're not a doctor, bro. Like, there's no health professional in the world, you know, somebody that went to school for like umpteen years to study this shit, that will say that she is healthy.
No, and honestly, let's be honest with us right now. There's nobody that's like past 80, 85, right? Even in 75 at that size. Just realistically, right? At that size, the Lizzo size, because I don't think the heart.
You don't have a long life. The data shows that you don't have that long of a life expectancy.
There's not a time in my mind that I remember seeing a woman or a man at that size, at a elderly state's age, at that body size. No, it just doesn't happen. Like, they usually,
like, hey, I'll say this, right, about the body positive thing, right? It's cool and all, but at the end of the day, and at the beginning of the day also, your health should be the number one thing.
No, I agree.
And it's cool to be okay with how you look, right? And you can accept the fact that, oh, I'm bigger. Yeah. I'm a bigger person and I should be happy, but at the same time, you're not healthy and you need to change that shit.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's not trying to fit into a social norm. It's trying to fit into, like, yo, you want to live? You want to live?
I agree. You know, and we're not saying
your
Lizzo,
body's not meant to have that shit.
Yeah, we're not saying, hey, Lizzo, we need you to have a six pack and look like Janet Jackson, and nah. And we're talking about Janet from like the Busta Rhymes video. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. Yeah. I don't expect, you know how she has like big dancers? I don't expect her. She couldn't have any of those big dancers for more than, I'm going to just go ahead and say none of them niggas can maintain that shit for more than 2 years. After that,
it's going to be some
injuries.
Yeah. Going to be some wear and tear. And that's really, at the end of the day, that's what we mean. Like, it's not to shame, like, honestly, a talent like Lizzo, The only reason why I would say get healthier is like, hey, like selfishly as a fan, like, you know, I'm not gonna say I'm a huge fan, but like I've heard some songs like, yo, she's got talent, right? I'm a fan of talent.
People like her.
Yeah, and
she's a superstar. At
the end of the day, we want you around more, right? If you're that talented, bringing smiles to people's faces and things like that, we want you around more. So you need to be healthy, so you can be around more to provide this happiness that you're doing for everybody. So like, we're not telling you, hey, you need to eat less and all. Like, if that's a part of the diet and that's how you lose weight, then that's fine. But just whatever gets you to stay on this earth. You just got to
know that you need to lose weight.
Got to.
Like let's keep it 1,000%, right? I need to lose weight. People are over. Your body is not meant to maintain certain things.
It'll hold it down for a bit. Like it's got like a reserve. Like
it'll try to function much as possible.
Yeah, it's gonna function.
But like, you're not meant to be that big.
Not at an elder state. I think you can handle it. When at her age, she can handle it because she's younger right now. Right?
Is she younger? How old is she? Is she 30?
If she's under 30, it should be able to handle it, right? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's an excuse.
You, it's gonna go down. It's downhill from 28 with her. I'm keeping it 1,000, bro.
It's all downhill. I'm just saying, like right now, it should be able to handle. Anything past a few years from now is going to be detrimental. Anything further than that, worse and worse and worse. Because, like I said, you're going to get lower extremity injuries. You're going to get the.
I'm just saying in general, bro. High blood pressure.
Hypertension,
heart disease, all of that stuff. Like, bro, like, it's cool and all. Like, yo, I honestly, I kind of feel like on some conspiracy theory shit, their label is making her stay fat.
Like, I'm not saying she needs.
I know I'm being for real. Look at what's her name. Take what's her name for example.
Which one, Adele?
Adele.
Yeah. But
Adele got small.
Yeah, she did. But
she was like, man, fuck that. That shit ain't healthy.
Nah, she needed to. Honestly.
Look at Sam Smith. Sam Smith got small.
Yeah. Like, and I'm not saying it has to be that much of a drastic change.
Yo, bro, stop it. She needs to lose. She needs to lose
no,
at least. It looks like she needs to lose like 200 pounds, bro.
No, she needs to lose. Okay, look, I'm not talking about just her. I'm just saying it doesn't need to be day and night to where it looks like you're completely different. But it could be gradually to where your body gets used.
Luther had to lose weight, and he still had a heart attack.
No, I get.
Oprah had to lose weight, nigga.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think the dramatic change of weight is also healthy either. I think.
No, I'm not saying it has to be dramatic, but yes, indeed, it still has to be dramatic.
It has to be dramatic.
It doesn't have to be all 200 pounds at once.
That's what I mean. That's what I was kind of saying.
But she has to
she has to ultimately lose it and eventually get there. I'm just saying with time, in my personal opinion, I'm not a doctor. I was just saying with time, it's probably.
I just want to Go ahead. Sorry.
I just think with time, I think it's just going to be easier on the heart and those other, just getting your body used to actually slimming down in steps rather than, damn, you just dropped 20 pounds last week. It's like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I just want to normalize people saying that it's not okay.
And like, I think that's
it's okay.
I think that's okay.
I think it's not okay. It's okay to to be happy with yourself. You can still be happy and know that things need to change.
No, I agree.
For you to be even happier. You get what I'm saying? Like,
no, for sure.
Like, you got to be able to compartmentalize things and not think of everything as like a fucking whole all the time. Like, yo, you can still be happy and you can still be secure with yourself and be happy, but yet still know that, hey, I'm not the healthiest that I could be right now.
No, for sure. I agree. I think with
like, so like I feel like a lot of times the body positive, like, it's weird to say, and I don't want to get us canceled in any way, shape, or form, but it's like sometimes I feel like these body positive people are like kind of lying to themselves.
Some of
you know what I mean?
Some of the body positiveness is a little out of hand. I can agree and attest to that. Like some of it is like, all right, come on. Now you can, there is like, there's bigger clothing, there's bigger all this that still, honestly, the shit looks good on some women. Some dudes could fly some shit out and look fly, but at the end of the day, you still got to maintain that health. And I'm not saying
Rod Wave know he need to lose some weight.
Oh no, for sure. And a guy like Rod Wave, if I was in this camp, I'd be like, hey man, it's cool that you a bigger dude doing your thing. Like that's good all and well and all, but if you want to be able to continue and sing and provide this talent to everybody in the long run, 10 years, maybe 15 years from now, just to be up on stage and really still doing your thing and have your legacy album that you got.
You don't want to look like Kenny Smith out here.
Bro, yeah.
With your knees caved in and all types of shit, man.
Your knees is going to be hurting. Your back is going to be all jammed up. Like, if he's able to lose the weight within the next 2 to 3, 4 years, I think that'll be good for him. The reason why I kind of say for the stars to lose it, like, somewhat slower is just that.
Meg is a huge girl, too, and she even lost a little bit of weight. Because she know.
For sure. I think it's easier on the eyes if you lose it a little bit slow. Like, no, you're losing it, but I'm just saying that dramatic drop is it was tougher on the eyes because it's like, oh shit, damn, you lost mad weight. I think if you kind of train the public that you're losing weight, you know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of trains their eyes. It just makes it easier to still be relevant, seen, and as soon as you walk in the room, everybody knows who you are still, kind of thing. Because I felt like when Jonah Hill did drop all that weight, it kind of threw off his a little buzz too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That was going for a second. Like I'm pretty sure there's a PR team and people saying it by the numbers. It is better for Lizzo to stay big because she's representing a whole market that's not being tapped in with. You know what I'm saying? So she's kind of milking that, of course. But at the same time, you don't want to be on your deathbed just milking your opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I think like, not to dig too deep into this whole topic because really I want to get to the deeper point. But with Lizzo,
it's a deep point, bro. It's a deep point, bro. Like, it's a serious point.
No, it is.
Because just like how Doja Cat, I think, got a little wild shit going on with her too.
Yeah, she is wild.
Lizzo is on the other end of the spectrum. Like, where I feel as though it's like I said, I feel like the label is like, nah, ho, stay fat.
No, I think
eat more.
I think that's definitely more than a possibility. Like, because they usually tell you, hey, work out, and we need to, put the BBL now it's the BBL program on you. Before it was, just go to fashion designer, makeup, and hairstylist, and that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna really cut into you. That's what we're gonna do. You might get some teeth work done though. The veneer thing was kind of a thing when I first
part
got
of the package.
Yeah, the veneer thing was definitely a thing. But other than that, you want to, tits and ass wasn't really always a thing, right? So with that, I mean, I just think, like I said, man, I'd much rather have these people alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, too much talent. Like, Lizzo's far too talented to just only push the body positive thing. I do, like I said, she has a right to do that.
It's cool to be be positive about your body, but don't lie to yourself.
No, and I say you could be positive about your body. Say, hey,
don't disregard the whole fucking health system.
That's my thing.
And like everything that we've learned about the human body up to this point, don't completely disregard it.
He's like, hey, look, I'm a big girl. I look good and things like that. I'm still working on, dropping some of this, big beautifulness, but I'm going to enjoy it while it's here. Like some shit like that. Everybody be like, damn, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to enjoy it while I got all this extra.
It's a journey.
It's a journey. You know what I'm saying? Trust the process.
All of this stuff. But like this, all of this, like, yo, you're okay. No, you're not okay.
Nah.
No doctor will tell you that you're okay.
or you're gonna like just live mad long. Like that, like I said, man, there's not a
no health professional would be like, hey man, you're okay going how you're going.
Exactly. And just think about it, man. Let's look at this, man. Like, I don't think there's no figures besides, even Buddha was mad skinny and old. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't sitting there being fat Buddha as an old guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was fat Buddha, looking mad young, bald head, and wide. And then he was like, I got to drop this weight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? like that's how serious it is that you don't see big old people and bodies around. So just to guarantee that, at least not to guarantee, but at least ensure yourself a fighting chance. Staying healthy during the latter years of the lifetime is definitely best. But back to Aries Spears, man. He was a part of a sick skit with him and Tiffany Haddish that's been out there, that's been circulating the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard they were getting extorted.
Yeah, it was basically, and that's been the rumor too. And Tiffany Haddish came out with that claim first, saying that they're trying to extort them based off of that, and it's the child's mother, if I'm not mistaken, of that skit. It was basically the skit, and long story and the short of it, just to kind of give you closer to the explanation for dummies, is that it was, don't trust your kids around people, basically. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Long story short, right?
But you shouldn't.
But basically, Tiffany Haddish is playing as a mother in the skit, had a friend's child play in the skit, and the child is in their underwear, you know what I mean? Like tighty whitey shit. And, Aries Spears is like an uncle or whatever, and is going to just babysit the kid or what have you. So like now he's looking at the kid, like reading a newspaper, cutting out the eyes, looking at the kid sexually while the kid's just playing with toys or whatever like that. And all the crazy, nasty shit that goes on. I'm not even going to say the rest. The roles reverse and the kid ends up like doing the same creepo shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if Aries is taking a shower, the kid's watching Aries take a shower. It's like just weirdo shit. You know what I mean? That was one of those skits that never made it out on TV. That didn't fly because obviously just looking at the first couple seconds is just like, yeah, this already looks like this. This already looks creepy as hell and just weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't it. So they were trying to be funny, but nothing was funny about that, having that kid in there. And there was another video that Aries came out with on a platform, I think, actually. No, he wasn't even on the platform. He was like on an Instagram live. And he was like, man, I think it's over for me, boy. Like, he's like, I think it's a wrap. Like, basically, he said, yeah, they just going to try to get me out of here after this one. So he's taking a knee, but other people are saying, not about him, but they think Tiffany Haddish is going to be able to get out of there. Get out of it, like, not unscathed, but like still be able to have a pretty good ass career because the connection with Charlemagne and Kevin Hart and stuff like that. So yeah, man, that's what's been going on.
Unpopular opinion, I don't think Tiffany Haddish is funny. I never thought she was funny.
No, I think if anything, she's probably just like
Aries Spears was hilarious.
Oh yeah, if we're just talking about pure comedy, yeah, no, not even a discussion for me. If anything, she plays good supporting roles.
She acts well.
Yeah, I think it's like she's really good at her supporting roles to me. Not saying that she can't be a star or something, but supporting roles, man, she kills that all day. Like, she really knows how to help carry the story and carry it along and still give you a little 1-2 zinger if need be. You know what I'm saying? That part is definitely that. But
yeah, you don't really rule of thumb, I don't think you really make fun of pedophilia. Exactly. I don't think that's a topic you should broach as a comedian.
My point exactly. Like, that's why
it's much like rape. That's not a topic you should really broach.
Nah, yeah.
Comedically.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's it's a bag of worms that I'm not necessarily sure I would want to open up.
Not at all, man, because
it gets to the point where you're like, why are you thinking about that shit, nigga?
Any of the philias.
You want to touch kids?
Any of the philias that's sexually anything is all bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just all bad, man. You can't. I don't know, man. Just people are weird like that. But yeah, that joking that way was super wrong on them. I think
they probably deserve to be blackmailed just for coming up with that idea.
Yeah, it was dumb as fuck, honestly. Like, it was so stupid. If there's anything that they could like look at and be like, man, that really fucked us up, would have been is that one.
The pedophilia skit.
Like, man, y'all fucked up on that one. Yeah, like completely. Just watching the first 10, 15 seconds of it. What
did we talk about earlier, bro? What did we talk about earlier? It should be the title of this episode.
Shit.
Read the fucking room.
Yeah, no, they didn't need to. And I mean, it never came out officially until it was leaked. So
read the room. They
probably looked at that, but honestly,
it was like, yo, do you remember? You probably don't, because I don't even know. I don't know. Were you born in the 80s or the 90s?
80s.
You still might not remember because it's young. Do you remember when Malcolm X came out? The movie with Denzel?
With the double. It was the double feature.
X.
Double X, yeah.
So, during that MTV Movie Awards, they had a skit that never aired. And it was essentially the Brady Bunch. I want to say, the Brady Bunch acting out scenes like they were Malcolm X and shit like that.
Damn.
Didn't read the room.
Damn. Idiots.
Could you imagine?
I just did. That's crazy how they didn't think, man. People are idiots, bro. Like,
I think this kind of falls under that category.
Yeah, it was just you want to talk about an all-time bad move and like one that didn't work. Was that like it just really didn't work, man? And I know both of them are comedians and everything like that. They have comedic writers too, just to set up those type of skits. But once you say, yeah, we got this kid, and it's like, what we doing? Like, what somebody acts like. First of all, nobody should joke on pedophilia, but
okay, I'm gonna take back what I said. There was only one person able to joke about pedophilia and make it funny.
Who?
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
But he was really joking on R. Kelly, but it bled into pedophilia.
True.
Like, the only way I understand, only way I believe that R. Kelly pissed on a bitch is if his grandmother was shooting the video while white boy Neil was taking notes.
That was funny. I ain't even gonna lie. See, the one thing...
but rule of thumb, don't joke about pedophilia.
You really shouldn't. I think they said most people, like, in no way that you even try to put in a joke, it would really work out. But if you...
I want to piss on you.
The only way that this wouldn't have been able to be, like, such a big deal is if that person was just a straight-up midget. No,
what?
I'm talking about if Ari Spears, if they would have used a midget, like a grown ass midget, and used that as it.
Oh, as a kid,
like niggas.
They could have did that.
That would have been funny because it would have been like
they wouldn't pay. They wouldn't pay the fee.
Yeah, it would have been like, all right, it don't look creepy.
Using a midget probably is extra money.
it would probably been extra money, but it would have been cleaner. It would have been way funnier. Like, I just didn't see anything funny about this. But if you put a midget in there that's funny looking a little bit, like, there's ways where you could kind of make it funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially if the midget's like, yo, I'm not a kid. Like, I just pulled up and just was asking for, like, you could have made them switch places in the skit type of shit, and then he's confused, whatever. Like, there's so many ways you could have curbed it, but man, it's not looking good for Aries, man.
They probably, the powers that be, Lizzo. Yeah. She's probably powerful enough to get Aries canceled.
I think so. Now, at first I wasn't sure.
She could put that machine in motion, I think.
Yeah, because at first I wasn't sure, but man, now like really looking at it, I think it's basically about to be just like anything that she wants. Yeah, anything that she wants to do. Lizzo is
literally the poster child.
Lizzo's the Russ of singing.
No, singing.
Like
I'm talking about fat girls, bro. I'm not even talking about singing. Lizzo's the poster child for this quote unquote body positive shit. Her face is up there.
She's got like a whole beehive.
No, but can you imagine, like, she can't get skinny.
That's why I said if she were to like actually get healthy, it needs to be gradually getting slimmer.
You see, Adele never really pushed body positive and
she just dropped it on you.
You know what I mean? I think she never put herself in that box.
No, for sure.
To where now she can be healthy.
True. I think, like I said, if Lizzo puts the journey on wax,
she can't, bro. I'm just go ahead and put my hand in my whatever in the hat and say that she can't.
Yeah, I can see.
She can't.
I can see that. Like that's gonna stun.
Everything she does is about being big.
Yeah. She is stomping on that point a little bit hard.
I saw like I think it was a trailer or something for, I think she has a new season of whatever show she was. Excuse me, people. It's getting late. Whatever show she's coming out with on either Hulu or Netflix or Amazon or whatever. And she was like, she's an activist or whatever the case may be.
Oh, so she has her own show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She got one or two different shows.
Oh, yeah. So Aries definitely...
It's just about big girls.
Yeah, Aries didn't stand a chance. And then somebody probably from the network that didn't like Aries just fucking laid that shit out there. And you know what I'm saying?
The label.
Yeah. And if she would like Rock Nation or whatever, probably.
I don't know, but Lizzo's, like I said, Lizzo's huge.
Yeah, nah.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Like she really's got a lot of, like, it seems like honestly she pulled a lot of strings, and it looks like, to me, if I had to guess, like I said, Aries is out of there. Tiffany is still.
Tiffany was just collateral
damage in that, and I think she's not going to be quite as touched because like she was in it and she was holding the kid, whatever, but I didn't watch all of it to figure out the rest. But I think overall, from her more recent success being in bigger movies, being around, like Tiffany doesn't beef with anybody when, on the screen or whatever. So I think, like I said, I think she's safe overall.
I think she'll be all right.
Yeah, she just got to take whatever licks she got to take for right now. That's how I think that's going. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, man. I think actually we've been at it for a minute, bro.
Yeah, good episode back.
Definitely a good one back. We almost had a...
Hopefully more shit keeps popping off so there's more stuff for us to talk about.
Content kings. You already know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to be out this bitch for right now, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. Episode 21 Savage, we now legal. And we'll be back for the next one. Peace.
All right, y'all.